Did you think it was...
Yo, how you doing? Sorry, it's a little bit late today. Got a little bit busy. Where's Beastie? 1 second. Switching characters. Fanboy, how you doing? Ryder, good evening. Excuse me. Oh no, you know that anyways. There's no point even saying it. 1 second, I need to switch out. I'm on the wrong character. Oh, you got them. Good stuff. I did send you the mail this morning, but I wasn't sure if you'd received it or not yet. No worries at all. I finally got everybody's crowns out early. There was a couple of people that had their YouTubes private, so I couldn't send them the message, but I managed to find them anyway. So I need to watch your video on the patch notes. It's quite long, but I do go through the whole thing. I skip a couple of bits, which are minor visual fixes and stuff like that, but most of the notes I've gone over. I could have split it up, but then that's cutting it out, so what's the point? So unfortunately it's a little bit long. Finally caught a stream. Indeed. What the hell? Oh, there you go. Thank you. Man, it's so slow today. Give you lead. Oh, okay, cool. That works also. What did I just miss? All my beloved meta builds are ruined this patch. It's only one day after the patch notes. There's so much they're probably going to change. They always do. I wouldn't panic. And to be honest, I was on PTS till something stupid like 6 o'clock this morning, doing a shit ton of tests on. Well, they don't give you all the gear, but as close to the builds I have already. And so far, everything's fine. It's really not that bad. What you lose in one place, you gain in another. It's just, I mean, they use the term balance and make it a little bit sneaky about what they really mean, but it just means you're going to play kind of the same as you did before without over improving on top of what we already have. They're trying to prevent us from over leveling the content. So they lose something and then you get it back with a couple CPs, or you lose something in one area, you get it back with something else. It's really, really good. It's not that bad. What am I looking for? Pledges. I didn't pick them up, did I? Journal quests. I have an old one, which I don't want. Now, for example, the Thief Mundustone lost 2%, but all the sets with crit on went up a lot. Instead of 688 crit, I think you get just over 1,000 per. For example, like this. I'll show you on the PTS later. Actually, I'll do a little bit on PTS. You see here it's 672 crit. It's actually 1,060 something instead now. So it goes up quite a lot. Penetration note and PvP will be less cancerous. It will be less cancerous. I don't know if that's bad for business. I don't know whether... You'll lose a lot of people getting frustrated with one shots that shouldn't happen. So I think maybe it balances it out a bit. Penetration is not actually that bad either, because you do get another 10 CPs. If you've got no points in penetration, 10 points alone is 1,006 penetration. So there's some back there already. Then you can just find some more elsewhere or add extra debuffs and stuff. It's going to be fine. Dynamite, how you doing? What am I doing? Did I pick the pledges up, or did I just run off there without doing it? Got it, got it. Dump that. Okay, we've got 2 spots in the group if anybody wants it. If not, we're going to go group finder. My gank blade is ruined. One shots are ruined. Technically, they weren't a one shot, were they? They were all loads of proc sets firing off at once. But we'll find another way around that. It's fine. Right, send me a whisper in game, I'll get you in. One more slot for pledges if anybody wants it. Excuse me. You'll be fine, Apollo. There'll be other stuff. You might need to use a bow or something. Kyle, how you doing? Set to vet, good stuff. So Ryder's going to join. We have one more slot for the pledges. We will be doing it on vet, and we will be doing White Gold Tower as well, yes. Snipe stack for the win. There you go. There you go. You just adapted. Good stuff. Is there a way to upgrade a staff from 25 to 24? Unfortunately, there is not. There's not a way to upgrade the level of the equipment you already have. There's only a way to improve their quality. We don't need a healer, but you can bring one if you want. Go for the healer. We've got a tank already. Got it. Scrub prop build is getting nerfed. Excuse me. Standblade with Night Mother and Viper. That would work. In fact, that's been used quite a bit. So yeah, There's no reason why it wouldn't work. Even with the changes, it would still work. Healer's easier. Okay, bring the healer. Just send me a whisper when you're ready, and I'll get you straight into the group. We need one more. It's the last call for the stream, and then I'm going to go to the guild chats and dungeon finder with the last person. What's your favourite class? What do you think the best class in the game is? Best class in the game is quite a bold one to answer. If I had one, I would give an answer to that, so I can't really say. But versatility, I guess, somewhere between a DK and a Templar. DK because they can do, well, they can all do good magic and good stamina DPS, of course. Excuse me, but the DK's tanks are really, really strong as well. Templars, obviously they can tank, heal and DPS really, really well, so it's kind of between the two. I don't think there's any set best class, but some are better than others at other things. I was running the most cancerous piece of shit you have ever seen. Viper, Red Mountain and Selene's. Ouch! That's a nasty combination. Yes, that's cancerous as shit. There are some changes for that. Oh god. Open a window. Okay, nobody around. Let's see who else we've got. Let's check in Ninja. Got one slot for vet pledges. Actually, who's online? Not many people at the moment. Wrong guild. Oh, there's a few. Oscar, you asked me earlier. Let's see if he still needs to do pledges. Forgot Viper, Night Mother and Selene. That's what I'll be running once my character's 50. Nice. PP, what trait do you think? Best in slot is a term that I do not use because I'm fully aware that there's hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of choices. So nothing can ever really be truly the best. However, for PvP two-hander, I honestly think it is already and possibly will be with the next patch very strong, is Known Honed for two reasons. One, obviously for the increased weapon damage flat, which is nice, and two, because you can't crit or penetrate a shield, but Known Honed will increase the damage on it. So you can never be fully prepared in PvP because you could go against someone squishy, you could go against someone with a shit ton of M-Pen, you could go against someone with shield stacking, so you can never always have the right stuff. But I honestly think Known Honed is quite possibly one of the strongest for PvP. Is Seducer and Lich on a Mag Nightblade good? Damage will be decent as long as you put spell damage on your jewelry, but it's going to be lower than a lot of other setups. However, you are not going to run out of juice. Crit Surge or Power Surge depends whether you're using Magicka or Stamina. I believe Stamina is Crit Surge and Magicka is Power Surge. Double check it, but I'm pretty sure that's it. So I do maybe later, but I'll check on the stream. Awesome. Let's see who else we've got. They altered that with the patch notes. They said that the highest of the two values, the spell crit and the weapon crit, only the highest one will actually benefit from you healing from them, and that's because of two reasons. Probably one for PvP, the hybrid types, and two for tanks, because people were double dipping on the heals from both types of damage. Is Dark Elf a good choice for a tank, DPS, Mag DK? Mag DK DPS, yes, perfect. Tank, not so much. Power for Mag, that's the one. Cheers, Apollo. I always get those two muddled up. Let's see. He's in more Lorcage. Good for you. Let's see. In the long run, good sustain is better than good damage, right? Depends what you're doing. If it's PvP, then of course you want to be able to sustain as much as humanly possible. If it's PvE, have enough to sustain. Don't overdo it, because otherwise you could cut it down a little bit and just be able to survive and still deal decent damage at the same time. Unless you have an uptime on 100% uptime on major sorcery pots. Personally, I still prefer Power Surge because the heals you receive from your damage, and it doesn't cost you any pots to do so. Depends on your build. Get a drink real quick. Okay, no problem. Let's see who we can get in now. 1 slot for pledges. Need a DPS. Increase heals after this. Yep. Excuse me. How did you see that quickly? What set you using? Same set as the build in channel. 1 second. I'll get you a link. If my page ever loads. There we go. Copy link location. Post in here. There you go. You don't have to answer this, but how much roughly is your PC? Because I want to buy one that can handle ESO, but I also don't want to go overboard and spend more than I need to. Look at the recommended specs and go slightly over or go a lot over, depending on what you can afford. The PC itself, I used to build them for a living, so I actually built this one, so I'm not going to go too much into how much it costs. But it is out of date, so even I need to upgrade quite a lot to be able to stream the PC stuff a lot cleaner. As you can see, the stream itself now, because I'm streaming through the PS4 with a really strong capture card, it's really clean, but on the PC I have to bring the graphics down quite a lot, otherwise it would just burn my processor. So you can spend as much as you want, really. It depends what you want to do. I'm a StamPlaDB invite. Sorry, we are full. Sorry dude, full. When are the new dungeons coming out? August, apparently. Do you reckon a Master Sword is worth it in PvP on the back bar? Most people would tell you no. I'm going to say yes. Because it does heal you for taunting, and most people do use that pierce armor in PvP to proc tremor scale or to just generally debuff people. So yeah, why not? 3 friends beta level 11 and drop 4 meters on him. That is evil. Love it. Poor sod. That is overkill, but that is really funny. Let's go. Proc sets are going to get nerfed. Sorry, Malcolm, I just saw that. Yes, technically there are some alterations in place. Certain sets, especially the typical cancerous PvP type setups, are getting changed so that they are easier to fight against. Rather than getting one-shotted by something that you didn't know was there, now you have a slight chance to avoid it. And some of the damage and the way the damage is applied is slightly changed. So far, it's not the end of the PTS yet. It's only the first day after the release, so I'm sure things are going to change. But I wouldn't say much with the proc sets. I think they're probably going to stay quite similar to what they've got now. I might need to switch. Excuse me. Sorry, I'm a bit throat's a bit dry. I'm trying not to do that too much on the mic. I'm going to use my stam for skill points. Then might need to switch. Be right back. Okie dokie. Back in 10. No worries, Apollo. Is he changing or... I don't know what he's doing. I know that shield. And I know... You're using the warrior. Beastie can't hear me. Or close to. Is this easy sort? Yep. Not unlocked on Dauntless skill in the scan. Hurry up, Slayer, otherwise there's other people. Quick, quick. I thought you were. I recognise the gear. That's a dragon shield. That's leeching hands. Yeah, I can see. Oh, you're gone now. You've gone invisible in your DK mode. Do you know the costume that tank? His face looks awesome. Costume of which tank? Oh, yes. Sorry, you asked me yesterday. I said I'd check when I'm on PS4. Bear with me 1 second. Appearance, costumes. It is this one. Battle Mage Scout Captain uniform. Is that one there that the other tank is wearing? I was going to tell you that yesterday. I forgot. And yeah, the skin on the tank you saw is the Spider Kith one, which is here. This is for doing the achievements in what's it called? Cradle of Shadows. Yeah, it was for a question from yesterday. Got full divine, so swap setup. Excellent. Beastie's not going to die. Where's Callum? Is he not coming in? Callum, don't forget to pick up the pledges. This is today's. Is this where we get a sharper niche lightning stuff on the stream? That would be good. Let's see where he is. We need to get started. Yes, it is good for Magsork. There are many different builds currently using it, especially since Homestead and Morrowind. More Morrowind, although we're using it on the last patch as well. But because Sorks have so much lightning damage, it makes sense to use it as much as possible. Jack Daniels, how you doing? Sorry, did I miss one of your questions? I might have done. No, I didn't. That was another one. Good, good. Come on, Slayer. Can we find for more true vet to get my weapon? Unfortunately, I can't. If I say yes to one person, I've got to say yes to 5,400, and I'll never hear the end of it. But if you ever jump in on the live stream while we're doing that dungeon, if there's a slot, then I kind of guess that counts. We have a new concept. You are joking, right? Fanboy, you trying to wind me up? Says long load time. Welcome to ESO. Hug 'em up. Just scolded out the Viper and Tremor stuff. Hope they won't change those too much. They are changed, but they're still going to be strong. They just... The Viper's going to apply damage differently. And... I don't think Tremor Scale was touched, actually. Host a fungal 2 and magically whisper you first. Oh, you are fucking with me. Good idea. Man, I can never tell. Sometimes it's really hard. You'll be surprised. I've had people ask, like, I know they don't all know, but I've had a lot of people that I've seen on the channel ask if there's a Sork build, and it's been used on there a lot, so I had to double check, fanboy, to see if you were or were not messing with me. You got me. I'll give you that. Shit, I should have blocked that. What's Slayer on? No squib jelly. Wounded. My bar swaps are not applying. It's not good. Matt, how you doing? Oh, fucking boss is moving. Just got the last piece of miniatures today. I get spider cult now. Nice. I've had mixed. Sorry. What should I replace the maelstrom weapon with? You can put another spider carts on the back if you want. That'll be fine. Or a crafted one. Doesn't really matter. I am going completely the wrong way because I'm looking at the comments instead. What was I going with that? Ah, yes. I've had mixed messages about the actual loot from that boss. Like, it does drop from that boss. It is guaranteed to be the perfect trait if that particular weapon drops. But I've seen some people get it first time. Then I've seen other people farm for it for like a week. It's really random. But it is a perfect trait, so if you get it, you're done. In fact, I don't think it's unique. So you can have two. It's not unique, so you can have two of them. A stick. Move away from it and then it won't. Never mind, forget it. We'll just chase it around the room. Necklace ring of Netch in one run. Nice. Don't worry about them being blue. Don't worry about that. You can upgrade them later. Just get the set first. I moved. Wounded. I wasn't even looking. My bad. Didn't manage to get a dew drop from 100 runs. Ow! Indeed, that's rare. This game rocks. Too right it does. Oh, has he got a quest? Nope. Lag. Don't want this jewel. I got spider jewel now. Awesome. So yeah, you can mix and match them. It's entirely up to you. Where am I? Where am this stream starts early in the morning. Is it? What time in the morning is it for you? I usually start around 10, but I was about an hour late today. Run, beastie. We're gonna kill them all at once. Whoops, I didn't apply. Good night. 8 AM, bloody hell. It is early. Found your channel a few weeks ago, I was so glad I did. Very helpful info for a new player and very entertaining streams. Keep it up. Thank you very, very much. Hugely appreciated. Just don't expect me to get full rotations on the stream because I'm not looking. I'm looking at the messages. Usually wake up at 10. I don't. I get up a lot later. But then I end up going to sleep usually about 5. It's about an hour or two after the stream's finished. 6 PM here in New Jersey. Nice. What time is it here? Not far short of 11. 4:15. It's 1996 here on the 3rd wormhole from Mars. Nice. How you doing, Bob? Nature's Touch belt, please be divines, for God's sake. Made the setup and I still don't have a perfect trade belt. Ha! Sturdy. Shove it. There's a chest down here, by the way. We'll be playing Destiny 2, not likely. I didn't really play part 1 that much, so I doubt I'll be playing part 2. I'm not using my ulti because I want it for the last boss. Damn it, he moved. Chest down here. Oh, you already opened it. Sneaky. Can 2 people solo Fungal 2? Yes. You have to have a minimum of 2 people because the Spider Daedra boss puts one of you in the portal so that you have to kill the spiders and come back out again. And if you don't do that, don't pull the boss, hard mode. If you don't do that, one of you will go in obviously on your own because it's just one of you and she'll reset. So you have to have 2 people, one in the portal, one outside. So damage wise technically you could solo her, but mechanic wise you can't. Welcome back. Where are you going? So hard to farm those sets to get ready for the AP event. Yep. On Mazatan for advertising run short bill instead. Aaron, how you doing? Glad I woke up early. Indeed. Oh, he's gonna spin. Uh-oh. Never! They can tank too. Oh my god. Not now, I can't because I'm out of juice. Watch out, I'm spinning him. Nice. Not too bad, not too bad at all. Automaton's more, I don't want that. No staff. Never mind. Charged. Crap. Necklace of Truth. Linking to the wrong person, Slayer. Crypto Hearts 1, I believe. How they come up with the weird boss names? A lot of it is from the books and the previous games, or similar to anyway. What am I looking at? This way. The places and such specifically. This player really good. I have 5 characters champion 650. Nice. You get to put those CPs to use when the next patch comes out because they're going to 660. They're capping it higher. Just got to train in battle axe of the combat position. Oh dear. Your RNG is about as good as mine. Beastie. Do you run people through Skyreach for free? I don't run anybody through there. I mean, played all Elder Scrolls games except for Arena and Daggerfall, but I've never seen any of those names. Dwemer Ruins, you'll see stuff like that. Here I am having 5 characters, not even past level 35. Oh yeah, 10 more champion points and you'll be max for the next patch already. I was doing White Gold Tower of today's pledge and my group was on the last boss. It was 40% health when we all died. That makes me do angry. Go in Maelstrom, that'll make it angry. Where is Ryder? Did he crash? Scourge got nerfed anyway. Yeah, a long time ago actually. It's still... I mean, you'll get XP there, of course. But it was a lot higher. And the last boss in there, you used to be able to spawn his ghosts and kill them on repeat. And they used to give you XP, but they don't anymore. Because I I checked. You never know. You have to check these things. But yeah, you can still kill zombies, dolmens, all that kind of stuff. It's still pretty quick. Has he crashed? Oh, we can get started. These don't affect the pledge anyway. Wow, loading screen. He's got stuck. Had one of those earlier. In fact, we were online earlier with one of the, well, with the UK marketing manager, and she got stuck in a load screen for ages. She'll be on the stream during the week, by the way. So that's any giveaway today. Possibly not. Maybe. We'll see how it goes. Got a couple left. They're nearly all gone. Run through all the delves while leveling. That's very, very true. If you're leveling up, do all the delves, pick up the sky shards on the way. You will find one in every single delve. Every boss you kill will give you extra XP for doing it for the first time and all that kind of stuff. Especially the public dungeons as well. There's loads of achievement-based XP in there. Do you think it would be overkill to have Rally, Vigor and Master Sword in PvP? I think it would be hilarious. If you can get away with it and sustain it, sure, why not? Don't. Leave it. Rider's not in here yet. He got out of the load screen finally. Xynode did a vet hell ride today, finally got a full golden fab with Ethan. Nice! Still says thank you for the codes. You are more than welcome. That would make you Mark's son, if I'm remembering names correctly. Welcome to the channel, and he is more than welcome. Let me double check that so I don't get this wrong. Few messages. That is you. There you go. Ah, you made it, Ryder. Awesome. Let's go. He runs into a wall. Oh, off balance as fuck. Oh, you wounded. Did a negate on me. In the same guild as you, just thought I'd let you know. You are? Which one? There isn't a pledge boss anyway, correct? But I don't know if he's done the dungeon or not before, so I don't want to mess up any quests or anything like that. What time is it where you are? It is 29 minutes past 11 at night. Oh, nice. So you're in Regivin's guilds. Crypto Hearts 1. We're in at the moment. Oi. Oh, yes, UK, if that was what you meant location-wise. Yes, I'm in the UK. Oh, buggered my bars up. unnamed weapon. Frost staff. No thanks. Say hello to you the other day when you were doing a giveaway. Oh, nice! Sorry, I don't see the chat on the screen all the time. In fact, some of the guys on the stream have made me aware of some of the stuff that's going on in the guild chat. Well, I'm not looking at it. Oh, dead. Use Infernal Guardian as magic and sorcerer in PvE is awesome. For you, maybe. I don't. Some people like it. I personally don't. But yeah, it's fun if you're using shields a lot. You have to be using shields at least once every 6 seconds. Mostly for PvP, to be honest, because you stack shields a lot more often. Also, they're reducing the damage of that, I believe. Whether that comes through from the PTS or not, I don't know, but they are nerfing it. Just burned out grinding all day, just sort of stared at my screen while standing in Oridon. I do that. Gotta go already, close work too. Do you enjoy? See you later, man. Thank you very much for watching. How you doing? Welcome to the stream. Oh, he's running. Mr. Mystic, how you doing? Should play Xbox. Oh man, we work as a great team. We probably would. I don't have an Xbox though. But if the channel keeps going the way it's going, I might have to get one anyway. We'll see. Where's everybody? Oh, you're there. I told you I was hosting a normal Hell Roll last Saturday. I just joined my group, plus I didn't want time to start it. Okay. When your fingers aren't long enough to reach the Pringles. Recently got back into ESO and make a PvE build, hence all the grinding, but this is new to me, so watching these can prove useful. Hopefully they do help. This dude, by the way, this actual character model, these lich types are the ones that I said cannot go off balance. Anything that looks exactly like that. There's not many of them, but those ones can't. I ended up getting a Lich Resto after a bajillion runs from the ad pool. You can get weapons from the ads, a lot actually. Some of the rarer ones too. Even in trials you can pick them up off the ads. Loot everything, kill everything. Also, you can in simple chests as well. It's rare as hell, but you can. You can get green, really shiny weapons. Pulsing Dremora ring. Is that the health one? No, that's the wrong set. That's Leviathan. Thinking it was the Lich one. There's a health one. No, Eben, sorry. There's a health one and a magical one. I think that's Dremora's collar or something like that. Oh shit, walk straight into that. My bad. Thank you. PvE build I'm sorry, this is how I get killed. I'm not going to answer instead. Hold on, wait a sec. The PvE build I'm using is actually one of yours. Which one? I'm messing my bars up and everything. You will see that on the stream, by the way. I did one of two things, either stupid mistakes or I'm reading the comments, both of which will kill me. It happens a lot. I do it on purpose to make people feel better. I'm joking, I just fucked up. Happens. Kieran, how you doing? Whoa, that was close, and then he got one shot again. Is this PC with a controller? Not today, this is actually on PS4. Same control pad though. No, use it for both. It's the one. Hold on 1 second. I'll read the message in a second. I'm not going to go and die at execute. Already died once. Okay. Most annoying part, the final boss. Oh no, missed that one. It's one you made in January. Oh, the Sork! Based off your badge, lightning stalk, staves, and all that jazz. Nice. You're on PS4, NA. Oh, you're asking somebody else. Most annoying part about the final boss in White God Tower is the turn and lightning wall, but if they did not have that, it would be easier. That lightning wall, say for example, this is the center of it, and it's going to go around. There's the line. Whichever way it's going, follow it around in the center, and it won't get you. Battle Axe of the Lich and sharpened, oh dear. How do you get the buff counters on your screen? Like this, options, combat, straight down to the bottom, buff timers, or whatever you want to call them, buffs and debuffs. You can turn them on or off, and then you can customize them as well. You got a shield
Do you feel that?
and a mag DK. I got a shield? I didn't even look what I got. I just ninja looted it. Oh, secondary. No shit, I did. Oh, sturdy lit shield. Hello. Didn't even look. I'll link it. I'll make you jealous. So I finally got something half decent. Okay, now we've got White Gold Tower.
Easy, Feindor. He'll pay when the time comes. But we don't want you rushing off to die. Again.
It's turned in already. And something game changing. There you go. Are you doing White Gold Tower now? Yes, I am. I'll pay a little bit more attention on this one. Buffs and debuffs being able to be placed on the screen. Yeah, it's new since... Lane, welcome to the channel. Thank you very much for subscribing. Captain Jack is on the rum. Welcome aboard. Plan to use your new player DK build for my Red Guard DK that I just created yesterday. Awesome. What did you get? Impane Alambris. Sharpened Flame Star for Lich. Very nice. Oh, wrong way.
My patience grows thin, sister. We've had our differences, but when have you ever known me to be wrong?
What's Armor Master like for tanks? Heavy armor, it's not amazing, but you can get away with light or medium armor tanking with it, no problem. You can still cap your resists with it on light armor, which is strange, but it works. You have to pay close attention when you are doing this dungeon, so I know how to do it the next time. That won't be a problem. I'll try and go through it as best we can. I'll explain on the way if need be. Are we all in? Slayer, don't die. It'll probably be me that dies now. You watch. Step in some red shit or something. BC's gonna ace it. New question, does crit apply to dot attacks too? Yes, it does. Or does it apply to redirect all crits? Everything. Anything that does damage, unless it's a monster set, which isn't supposed to crit. If anyone gets purple, PSC, neck, or ring, can we trade? Yep. I'm assuming you mean spell power cure, so SPC. Anything I should know? Have you been in here before, Slayer? If not, you might struggle a little bit, but I'll try and guide you through it. I'll show you along the way, Slayer, but there's a couple of mechanics that they teach you on the way through the dungeon that you really do need to know. So I'll show you as they come up. One of which is the portals. Don't panic too much, because by the looks of the patch notes yesterday they are nerfing the crap out of it, but for now we're in this patch, so I'll have to show you how it's done. Okay, no problem. Ryder, you been in here before? Doing hard mode, sure. Well, Slayer hasn't been in it before, so it might be difficult, but if not, we'll try it, and if it fails, then we'll just do the regular version. I don't mind either way. We'll do DC1. Oh, sorry, you're talking to each other. Oh, Lex is here, throwing in the cake. How you doing, Lex? Everybody throw some cake at Lex. One of our Xbox Crowns winners yesterday. And regular. Okay, next boss, Slayer. Be really careful, you might get put in a cage. If you do, you need to get out by breaking the lock. Not necessarily breaking it, but unlocking it, whichever's fastest. And you need to survive while you're in there, because otherwise Just gonna die to a fire dot. You've been in here before, Ryder. Excellent. Ryder's on the heels anyway, so if you get put in a cage, he'll try and keep you up. We got all the cake. Any significant changes in the patch notes? Haven't watched your vid yet. There are a lot of changes to weapon traits. There's a few changes to some proc sets. But it's pretty good stuff. Munderstone's got affected as well a little bit. It's all balanced. What you lose with one, you gain with another, so it's not bad. I was wondering what your thoughts are on health recovery focused gear builds. If I said they were crap, I would be lying, because I did used to actually run one in the past. I used to use Oglim Scales and Permafrost alongside a couple other variations of monster sets. They are not bad in everyday PvE, but they're not great. There's better options now, especially since if you use a health recovery setup, you can't be vampire, so you lose that mitigation at low health. So it can work, but it's not as strong as a lot of other setups that are available or can be made. Crazy, how you doing? See when update goes live, make an OP mag swap. I'll keep the one I've got and I'll just adapt it. I tried it out yesterday on PTS actually, and it's absolutely fine. No alterations required. In fact, it's got a little bit buffed because the stats have tiny percentage increases. Slayer, stay at the back of the boss, kill the zombies. If you get put in a cage, get out the lock. Tried this solo at level 42. I'd imagine that didn't go well. Oh, my staff got stuck. Look at that off balance, holy shit. There's loads then. Don't you dare! Oh shit, Beast is in a cage. Just chuck him some heals, I'll keep the boss busy. Oh, I can't, he's on you. I didn't realise Beast was in the cage. I didn't think she put the tank in the cage. Like, if you're taunting and got aggro, you shouldn't go in there. Get off me, zombie. Just realised my TV might be too loud. You might actually be able to hear it. 1 second. Turn it down. Okay. There you go, Slayer. Wasn't so bad, was it? I was the first Xbox warrior in this channel. That's very true. Not bad. Why is the DK just heavy attacking? No idea. Oh shit, Lex is on an EU server. He's been getting his own little group together with his stream. He's had loads of people from Xbox EU join him recently. It's been really good.
My spell has revealed
These, Callum.
Destroy them.
Oh, they're mine now, don't worry. Oh, you bastard. Rip. Basically those portals were a little bit faster than the one on the boss. You need to destroy them. If the screen goes black and white or grey or whatever you want to call it, that's when you need to get rid of the portals. So you need to just heavy attack them or get them down, whichever way you can. You'll see it. It's a big Atronach boss we've got to fight, a big flame one. And you have to destroy the portals, otherwise loads of ads come out. We get overwhelmed with big fat flame throwing things, and then we're screwed. Xynode, do you think Pirate Skeleton would be good on DK, or you mean Warden? Yeah, on the Warden, sure, why not? The only damage shield you really have is Bone Shield, so as long as you don't overuse it, I guess, it would proc a lot, because it doesn't work with damage shields, but there are other alternatives. Why when you have a custom YouTube banner for your channel, it zooms in on it when it does... When do I... What? When I do it, it does that. I have no idea. They have a certain size kind of constraints that you have to stick to. Going to sleep, just got back from the lake and tired. See you later, Xynode. See you later, man. Thank you very much for coming. It's a lot of fire. That, for anyone that doesn't know or anyone that's new to the stream, Daedroths are called Jeff. And this Jeff hurts. Slayer, do not go in front of him. If you get fire on you, if it breathes fire on you, the longer he's alive, the more aggressive that dot gets. So we need to kill it quick before Beastie gets cooked. And your heavy attacks on that particular build should only really be applied if you're inside your rotation. If you're low on Magicka, the rest of the time it should be lights. If you're using the same build, I think you are, which I'm pretty sure you are.
The scroll is here. Where?
Rotation is different.
This is where I
I have
left
to
it.
go, but I will
Give
be
me a
back in an
moment.
hour.
You'll
See you later,
see.
Storm. Cheers for coming. Slayer, this one. Beastie's going to just put them all together and we nuke them, but stay out of the red. Interrupt the healer. Kill the tank first. Stack and burn. Wait. This pirate skeleton. 1 second. Let me kill these and then I'll read that again. Does Pirate Skeleton, will it mitigate a lot of damage when doing the VSO boss? Which one?
Go. Find the Empress region.
And that's also chance based, so you can't guarantee that's always going to be on, but yeah, it does for all damage. It's major protection. It's the same as a Nova. But your healing received is reduced with that set while it's active. Yeah, they're not so bad, but if you stand in a red, you get wrecked. The first one, yeah, it mitigates damage. Also worked with your shields as well. I don't know if it still does or not. So they give it proc, then you put on a shield, it would reduce the damage the shield can take as well. But there's a new set coming for that, whereas instead of healing received reduction, you actually gain reduction to movement speed, which is fine because tanks shouldn't be running around in circles anyway. Will they stack with the Warden passive minor protection, the Nord? Yes, it does. Minor and major stack. And that's not a Nord. Oh, you mean all of them together? Oh shit, I got paused. The Nord passive is 6%, minor protection is 8%, and yes, they already stack also. Will 5 Necro 4 and D2 Alambus be good in the DLC update? Couldn't tell you, mate. I don't use that build. It's not mine. You'll have to ask the person that made that one. You know who that is. I don't see why it wouldn't. I mean, it's pretty strong, so there's no reason why it wouldn't work. But I'm sure there'll have to be some kind of adaptation to it. Thanks for pinging my comment. Haha, no worries, you were fast. Krishna, you're a legend. Thank you very, very much. Everybody throw some cake at Krishna for the very, very generous donation in the channel. Hang on, I'll put my control down and throw some cake. Boom. What do you think about the changes? Looks like your infused DK is going to be a new meta. We'll go that far, but it's definitely getting a boost. Been using that for God knows how long. I ain't changing it either. I'm not looking at these mobs. I'm holding heavy and turning away. Hold on. I think tanks are getting big buffs. Ladystone is mad good. Yeah, tanks are getting a bit of a decent push so far. I mean, things are still going to change, of course, because PTS always gets altered along the way. But they get a slight reduction to the defending trait, but then resists on sets are going up a bit, and also you can just put reinforced on stuff more, so it's fine. And then the recovery Munda Stone's got a boost, and that's really nice as well. So instead of going all divines, you can still benefit from the actual Mundus itself, probably quite similar to what you do now. It's balanced at the end of the day. It's going to be roughly the same once you get everything on. Mexican American, so you get a taco. Nice. Sorry, I'm really not paying attention to this mob. I'm looking at the chat. There we go. What did I just miss? Needs TP in tenacity. You've got 334 CPs, so you've got plenty to put into tenacity. I won't put any more than 75 though, because the other 25 is just 1%, so it's not worth it. We good? You're doing fine, Slayer, don't worry. You do need to work on the rotation though, because otherwise your damage is going to suffer quite a bit. Holy shit, Joseph, thank you very, very much. Everybody throw that man some cake. Cake, cake, cake. In British, so you can have a bacon butty. Get in. Nice. Joseph has asked for cake. Let him have some. Spider Daedras cannot go off balance, but they can still die. Especially with one of these bad boys. You do get 30 CP. If you put 30 CP into Spell Erosion, you'll get loads out of it. 10 points into Spell Erosion from 0 is 1006 penetration already, so just a bit of tweaking, you'll be fine. Beer, I can do that. Beer is good. Everybody loves beer. And if you don't, I'll have yours. New to ESO, what character is this? Looks like fun. This is the Easy Sork build, and I believe this is the Link. I could be wrong. Let me double check that. Maybe a dodgy Link. Yeah, that's the one. Use my own version of your burn build. Okay, that's fine then. If it's different to what the setup is, then I can't comment on it. But I would suggest you try and get some other stuff inside your rotation, because just heavies on flame stuff does mess up unless you've got really, really high crit. I have 12 in at the moment, so that plus 30, 42 is OPP. Yep, that will work. That'll work. We've got 2 Jeffs here, by the way, so we need to burn them real quick. Otherwise Beastie's going to take a dirt nap real quick as well. And then one of us is going to cop a flamethrower off of Jeff. We've got a boss coming up, Slayer, that I need to explain, but don't panic. Forgot to throw a beer in the chat. Whoops. Nearly lost my page.
The plane now is as majestic as it is terrible. I guess it's mostly just terrible.
Jeff's my uncle.
Danger are coming through!
Ah, shit. This boss is harder than Kenner. If your group doesn't follow the mechanics properly, then, well, there's two ways to do it. There's the burn method and there's the straight method. As long as you apply one of them, you'll be fine. But if you don't, or your group isn't familiar with it, then yes, this can be a very, very difficult boss. I hope if my dots landed on the target. Only just turned vet on my build, got like 63 CPs currently, so dungeons are still rather hard, especially without the sets, etc. All part of the grind. Indeed, get to 160 before you start farming sets. Yeah, the portals are definitely a must. You're finding a lot of pickup groups of people don't understand the portals, so that can be tricky. It's hard when rotation as they are all AoE mostly. That's not, that's fine, because they still hit the target that you're aiming at. They hit single and surrounding targets, it's not just AoE. Save your ultimate up, you're going to need it. White Gold Tower did used to be really, really hard. ICP and White Gold Tower got a nerf, unfortunately, including this boss. With the new patch upcoming so far, according to PTS notes, this has been made easier. Okay, so you see a portal while you're black and white, grey even, whatever. Go around and kill all the portals until the colour comes back into the screen. I'll deal with the ball thing in the middle with Beastie. Let's do it. We might struggle a little bit on damage here, but we'll be right. You haven't got a delay as such. The stream is kind of deliberately 15 seconds or so behind, so then people don't get too much lag. That's not your end, it's just the way it is. Shit. Where's the other portal? There you are. Oh, welcome to the channel. Thank you very much for subbing. Captain Jack is on the rum. There's the portal. Hello. They're really slow. My blades lack shields, but will be OP. I got it, Beastie. Get it, get it, get it, get it, get it, get it. Thank you. You got it. She's sitting down, get the bitch. Bring him in, they'll burn. Nice. One second, I'll answer their questions in a sec. Just focusing on this before I get wrecked. Fuck it, burner, burner, burner. Nice. Good job. Okay, what did I miss? I've heard majority of bosses are actually harder than more like battle fight. Yeah. Use a burn when she gets stunned. Lex, really? You just backseat game me? When are slow? They're slow until boss hits 70, then normally until 30. Again, yeah, I know. Tank's better at CP PvP or non-CP PvP. I prefer non-CP actually. Spent over 500k on my first build. The changes are so I assume drastic. I'm sure I'm going to have to change everything up again. Nah, there's changes for sure, but I don't think it's going to be that bad. So I want to do normal, have a group. After the pledges, this is the last one. Anyone a tank for PS4? There you go. Jack is looking for a group. Yep, you did it, Slayer. Very good. Kristen's a sneaky ninja. He's quite quiet in the chat today. After this is done, do you need somebody else? Because Beastie, I'm sure, will come in there. Lex is on the cake. 1 second. Cake for Lex. Cake in chat, people. Cake in chat. Ninja cakes. There you go. Beer from Mal. Awesome stuff. Now I need to throw beer in and make sure DC doesn't die. Can you host normal mode instead? It's not me hosting it. Chris knows. Oh, nearly threw my ultimate then. I don't want to do that. Anonymous Banter, welcome aboard. Thank you very much for subscribing. Captain Jack is on the rum tonight. Come on. Ah, bloody thing is healing too much. Stuff, you'll be in there all night, all day. That's true. Farming that stuff is really hard. Not necessarily the difficulty of completing it, just the rarity of the item. It's crazy. Unless RNG is on your side, of course. Yeah. Could have sworn I subscribed ages ago. No worries. You got your name on the stream. It came up. And that's always uploaded the next day too. So it's staying there. Shit, I've already... Don't hit the hard mode, Beastie. It's not going to be possible for the first pass. Well, we might be able to, depends. Too late, you pressed it. Slayer, if you stand near those ads, those little ones over there, when they blow up, you die. If you get touched by an Atronach, you die. And if you touch the lightning in the middle, you die. Basically, the line that goes across, there's a line. It will go round in a circle, just hug up to the middle and follow it around carefully. Don't touch it. No good blocking it, it'll still get you. When she gets to the middle, she'll do a big AoE blast of lightning. Again, make sure you block it. But you have to stay close to the middle-ish, otherwise you get thrown into this shit and you'll die again. No worries, we'll try it. If we can't do it, we'll just do normal. Doesn't matter. stream is not delayed. It's just it kind of is on purpose. It's not for you. It's like you're not bugged. Don't worry. If I have, oh shit, my food ran out. If I have it set exactly by the second, there's a strong possibility you guys are going to lag a bit on the stream. So say 10 seconds behind. Okay, BC knows what to do anyway, so you're all good. Watch the lightning on the floor. I know I'm standing in it, kinda. That's the lightning. Follow it around, and it won't touch you. Stay closer to them. Oh fuck, hatching up. Don't worry, I got you. I got you. Woohoo! Close. Shit, wrong bar. I'll be quick. I'll try and get you. Too late, beastie. Hug up to the middle. Right, don't go near the edges and don't go near the ads, because if they die, you'll get blown up. Block. Ryder, come in a bit because you're going to get blown up when she jumps. Sneaking over there, I'll get him. I wonder when she was going to do that. Right is down, oh shit. Build up ulti, should be enough. Yep. Watch out, it's double lightning. Dodge roll through it. Good job! Slayer's first pass, first time. Get in.
Before opening this portal, the scroll said I'd be skewered if... Never mind.
What's this? MP used diet, last 20%. No one died. Well, I didn't anyway, and BC didn't. I don't think Slayer died, did he? Oh no, you did. Don't worry, it doesn't matter. You still passed it. Most people don't do that their first time. That was awesome. Lucky as fuck. Monacel's touch. Hey, you got it. Awesome. At least I didn't get wrecked that time. That would have been embarrassing. 58 people, 9 likes. Let's give the man some love. Thank you very much, Set. Would your group like to join too? I know we have 4 DD slots open. Quite possibly, dude. Let's see. Okay. Krishna, is it your guild? Set is up late. You had a busy day. I know you had to do some driving today, 140 kilometers or something. Set's on the last boss. Yeah, but haven't been there before. No worries, Beastie. They need 4 DPS. I'm still in the way. You can go back in, Slayer. You can go back in. Go to the... There should be a portal at the beginning. Or here somewhere. I forget. Only one guild mate. The rest are my guild mates' other guild. Okay, cool. If you don't have experience, it's okay. I've been in there. Beastie hasn't. I don't know about the other guys. There's no way back. There is a way back, Slayer. I think if you just go through the dungeon again. Yeah, go all the way through and you can just go back up. But there was a portal that got fast away. Don't go back through there. That's too long. Ah, shit. You might have to. There used to be a portal at the beginning. In fact, there should be. If you go to the beginning, use the portal of apology. That gets you to the last boss and it should put you back up there. Haven't gotten around to it yet. Do it. You got the CPs now set. You can do it. Okay, I'm going to disband the group, go hand in my pledge, and then I'll come in there. Kristen, you can throw us an invite whenever you're ready. Just got to hand the pledges in. Can you get the locked door at the beginning of the dungeon before you climb the ladder? If you have 150 key fragments, you can open up the door, and that allows you to open the chest. And you'll get 2 items in there, purple quality, and it can be random anything of the sets that drop in the dungeon. So it's basically you use keys to get 2 lots of boss loot instead of actually going through the dungeon. You can see at the bits where you die there where you need to get practice, mate, repeatedly until you don't die. Yeah, that's true. What rolls are needed? Whisper. DPS. You can't type when you first get to Gratword. Okay, I'm ready for invite whenever you're ready. I was stuck in the load screen, I think. I probably won't be in the group chat because that means I have to wear 2 sets of headphones, and that'll destroy me, but I can see what you're doing. I think there's still space. Any tips for rising through CP up until 160? Played the game when it was 116 was a thing, but then he changed its champion points, so stopped playing. Yes, Dolmen Farm and Alaka Desert. Look for the groups that are running around. Just rotate them until you get all the CPs you need. Or do dungeons and daily quests and stuff like that. They help quite a lot. Done 282 kilometers today total, and there are a few more to go. So my dad's place, and then a few more to go to the training center. And a few to stock up on chicken creatine. Bloody hell, that's a busy day. Can I join with spare? Slayer, I did already ask you.
Your soul is not. You have sundered the twin.
Really? Oh, that's pretty cool, actually.
Right here.
You guys need to disband so I can get you in.
Now, shit, I actually back to 400 out of 400, so I need to do some rearranging.
Yeah, I could do that out of 600.
It's not like that.
See if you guys are ready.
Some shit.
the trophies are not nearly enough. I can only put 20 trophies up, and I've got. I actually prefer the ones you get from normal than the busts now. I think they look way cooler.
I don't think you should limit the amount of trophies.
You got the crown. Awesome. Yep, got it.
At least
Still have the old trophy keys from Imperial City. They still work. You have to get rid of them. I mean, they're specific. Obviously, they still exist in the way that they were supposed to, but they do work to open up the door. Just getting pledge keys.
5 or 6 daily races. So much if you compare to everything else.
Do I open the chest? No, because I'll get rubbish.
I like that dragon. Oh, you got loads of Edinburgh banners. Why would you do that to your house?
Level 10 Templar Healer. Should I queue for dungeons or wait? If you can get in dungeon queues, then do it. You'll get a lot of XP from them. You go through the next 10 levels really fast.
Get back in your red circle. It's awesome, this house though. I really wanted Serenity Falls. Maybe I'll actually.
See for a giveaway, you should open up Undaunted chests, and whatever you say is in the chest, they win in crowns. That's not going to work. Breakfast was a shake to go. My middle meal was a shake to go. My lunch was a hot dog. That's a messed up day. Okay, swap on characters and vote in a second.
I've got some glowing crystals.
Lord Warden Medium Divines, not bad. They're buffing that actually, it's got a wider radius now, or soon to have a wider radius, so long as they stick to it. Is he in?
I didn't like my warden.
Do you think I will find Moondancer Light and stuff in the guild store? No, you will not, because it's bind on pickup. Unfortunately, you can only get that from actually taking part in the trial itself.
It was like a high learning curve. This was supposed to be like an outpunching of PPS.
You can pigeon spam that.
Yeah, but
Hurry up, Slayer. It's not my group. They might get impatient.
you have to really respect your animation and some
If you gotta swap, do it, but be really quick.
Is this only on DD, or is Xynode inviting another friend?
Yeah, go ahead, Slayer. You're second?
Yeah, he's got another friend in. Alright, we're full now. Where did you get this statue from? I just talked to Christina in her house. This statue, is it?
Where's Slayer?
This more like.
Kick from group.
That costs 100,000.
Is it available all the time, or is it like a cold harbor one?
Social group.
Global vendor, that's
Are they
crap.
inside? Nope. Let me know when you're in, Slayer. What try are you doing?
I'll have to get
Where are we? Krishna, aka Mac, is running a normal half.
If it's the final threat, yeah, it's 100,000. It's a grapple.
Did you get this idea from my house as well? All the beams.
Discover Alchemist and Viper, all in pen, a good PvP set up for a Wood Elf Nightblade. It'll work, but Viper's getting altered, so it depends on your style of play. So is it? Yes. Is it staying that way? Who knows? There were some patch notes yesterday, and that set alone, Viper itself, is actually getting altered.
I love the Dwarven Fountains. That was a cool title last week. we got another visitor. There's no
I am inviting you. Must have been a load screen. Players already in a group. Face palm. Okay, where are you? You need the leader back.
Oh, I did see
Thank you.
That's a lot of Jester banners. Did you just put, is this your warehouse? This, yeah. Well, you
Join
think
voice if
it's
you are
still-
new.
still stuff here instead of a new inventory.
Doing a normal or vet off this Thursday. For my guild, I can't wait. Can you get any good stuffs in the trial like you can in the others? Yep, there's loads of trial loot in there. 4 different
Yeah,
sets.
it's got about 15 cases of iron.
Depends on your style of play.
Gold
Depends if you want to
is
go in and
like,
straight out flatten someone in a one shot, or if you just want
1.25
decent damage with
million gold
survivability.
place and then
Viper's still
damage
really,
shot
really
6
good.
rounds.
But like I said, they are going to change it. So it's going to be a dot instead of a insta
It's
nuke
awesome
as such.
house. Like just the waterfall as well. I love waterfall.
Venom's also good, but you need a heavy attack to make it work. That's getting buffed a little bit actually. It's being altered in terms of how it applies its damage, but it's having a 50% chance to proc instead of 25. So, but then it's a dot again, I think.
Glowing crystal, sorry, I'll travel now. And like
Tough
embed
call.
them inside the ground, inside the water, and then all the water would glow blue. All the,
There we go.
Pretty cool. Alright, I'll travel now. You guys looking good?
Captain, the Telva.
Okay, I'm gonna grab a drink of water real quick.
Assume you knew
I'll be right back. 1 second.
you were standing. Devaith Fear. Does that name's significance escape you as well?
So, yeah, it isn't. This is. I don't know who's new on this trial, but I'm just going to explain it to it, like, just so because there are a few people, I think, not done it before, and you've not tanked it, have you, before? So, on the first boss, for tanking wise, you want to be aware of the AOE. That red circle with a blue lightning that drops, that'll just wreck you. Even in normal, it will just destroy you if you stand in that for like a few seconds. So you want to keep out of that, but just kind of try and keep him in one place.
After the 2 dinosaur bosses.
Yeah, the dinosaur bosses, yeah, they drop like a red AOE circle, and you can't stand in it. It really does a lot of damage. And yeah, just keep yourself going and try and help the healer repair.
Okie dokie, I'm back. Sorry about that. Oh shit, what did I just do?
Maybe a couple of
I'm looking forward to using the easy sort. You're gonna love it. I've done Hoth 3 times, and every time the first bosses kick my ass, but it's so cool. Yeah, the first boss is rough.
Through the ads, ignore him.
A lot of stuns and all that kind of shit. Lex is throwing out cake. Throw him some cake.
Oh, close doing crack on Twitter.
If these with purge, not me. I do have crushing shock, however. So we'll switch this about a bit for now.
We're about to do, I think, 11-1 again. He's gonna have purge.
If Xynode goes
No.
to the side, do you want to tank the boss on the right side, Phoenix? You got? Oh no, you don't have it. Whoever we've got a DD with purge, goes to the side with.
I've got purge.
You got it. It just it can't rely on you to purge. You're just there to help him. Do 11 and 1 if you want again. Yeah, just kill one boss and then go kill the other boss. Yeah.
Awesome.
Just wait for flow and then we'll all just peg it to the first boss. So.
I'll just off tank this time.
More cake, more cake, more cake. Get some beer in there as well.
sometimes the boss will pounce on you, and it's up to the DDs to interrupt there, because you can't get out of that. And then for the second boss, it's pretty simple and normal. The damage is going to be really high, and we're going to get rid of it pretty quick. I'll take the main boss if you want, or you can take the main. What do you want to do there?
Well, no, just tell me what you want to tank. It's fine.
I'm missing one person.
Well, I'll take
What's your recent Stam Sort
you can just
PvP
take the
build? Do you
ants
think that
up
would
to
work on
two
a
or
Stam
three
DK with a
spawn,
different setup to be tankier and fight instead of
spawn at
hit
about
and run? Yep, definitely.
30%ish. Just take the spinner on the outside and just keep circling around if you want.
You wouldn't have
If you
crit
take the
surge, so
main
you'd have to
boss,
switch to
it's pretty
rally,
similar
but
mechanic
then you're
except
bigger,
with the
bigger
little
heal in one
shades
go.
will
So
appear
yeah,
around
that would
you.
work fine.
You need to
You just
stay
have
in
to
the
watch
green
your sustain.
circle that appears around the shades. Don't move out of that, otherwise you get one-shotted.
I'll get the spin.
I have to go to bed now. I will record this run and post it in your channel. Record this run. It will go live tomorrow actually. Once it's finished, I let it process overnight and then I release the whole video in the morning, so you'll be able to see it. Skip ads to first boss, just waiting for healer. Oh, we're running. Sweet. Oh, are we killing them or running?
Come on, guys. Everyone run, everyone run. Run there.
Oh, we're having a race. Okay. Vanguard's challenge is a really good step for Stam DK in PvP. Yes, it is. Whoa. Haha, Beastie nearly copped the heavy attack. Close.
You get Nico?
Yeah.
Whew.
No, can't interrupt. Oh shit. Can you get Christina? While you're
What? It's gonna be messy. Do you have to join your trials group party when you do a trial? Normally, yes, I would imagine so. I'm not personally. I can just, I can very quietly hear them. But normally, yeah, you should be on comms. Honestly, being so lazy the past few days, basically spent all day, every day grinding whilst watching Netflix. Best way to do it. It's not lazy. Sharpen does. You think Sharpen is done for next patch? I tried it yesterday for a stupid amount of hours. Went to bed about 6 AM, messing with a large proportion of the builds already used, and it's still fine as long as you adapt slightly. So yes, it's still fine so far. I mean, things are still set to change, of course, because PTS gets altered all the way until the release. But so far, so good. Same thing that happens every single patch. People panic too much. It works out to be just fine.
At the end, tanks the boss with the right. We all nuke down to one on the left, and then we'll deal with the one on the right. We'll stack up middle. We fight the boss.
Here we go.
Good idea.
Gonna get wrecked, part
first,
1.
When we kill the first boss, there's gonna be these sentries, forgot what they're called, Africans, whatever. They're gonna spam their poison and spam their one shot. So whoever has purge, you gotta kind of like stand that.
And if you're next to a dwarven sentry and you can see it flashing, taking aim, just interrupt it, just bash it if you're next to it. You don't really have to go out your way. As long as we keep purging, we should get through it pretty fine.
Storm, it depends on your experience. If you're not familiar with it, I would highly recommend that you're in comms, and most people demand that you are. But it depends. Pickup trials, you don't necessarily have to be. But it makes sense to know what they're saying. Well, is normal more easy to complete? If you understand the mechanics of the second boss and the last boss, then yeah. First boss is fine on normal. You can normally nuke him before the mechanics really kick in.
It's a pretty similar mechanic for veteran as well, what we do here as well. We just keep purging and nuke. So you have to purge every like 2.5 seconds.
Are we going? Oh, I'm not going to do it quick enough. I was going to put eat cake. What's happening? There's the cake.
I'll need one healer just to purge me occasionally from there. Should be alright. So it'll probably reach me at 28 meters.
I think it's well time to buff. The bleed isn't that bad.
No, it's not the bleed. I'll still get hit with taking aim.
So to see what tactic you'll go with. I've heard so many different ones. I can quietly hear the voices. It seems like they're going to nuke one on the right and then nuke the one on the left after.
Yeah.
I recorded that as well. I think I've got the video.
Wait, you saw both of them?
Yeah, I attacked both of them at the same time. We have really good damage, so we went out pretty quick.
Are they ready?
I've got a video, I did record it, I should maybe put it on YouTube or whatever. I solo tanked the entire trap.
Oh, I see. Healers sorting CPs. I'd like to see you run a few trials with your Magpie build as I'm following it. Would be cool to see how it does. I can do that soon, actually. I did strip a lot of his gear off the other day because I was messing with a PvP setup, but I'll get him set up again and then maybe use him a bit more. Let's see a Leroy Jenkins. No, I ain't doing that. That would be funny. What should I morph Trap Beast into on the Stam DK? Rearming Trap. Fanged, how you doing? Welcome, welcome.
I had to take a drug test when I dropped today.
Where's the dude doing the CPs? Oh, there you are. I see you.
Yeah, you have to do a saliva test and a breathalyzer.
Just in a normal HOF, the healer's just setting up some CPs and then we're all good to go.
But I had a spliff about, when was the last time I had a spliff? About 6 weeks ago.
It's just too hard to deal with lag. Yeah, that doesn't help.
The test only shows for the last 4 days or something like that.
Does Beast Trap work on this boss? Beast Trap works on all bosses, it just doesn't stun them. So the dot will still apply and the crit damage will apply. Can't remember if you have the more skin. Yes, I do. Do you just have to complete the trial to get skin? On veteran, you have to complete it. But yeah, it's a straightforward. If you complete it, you will get it. There's no other extra achievements to get for that. You have a PvP Magpie build. Working on it, not finished. I have to kind of limit myself for the builds because otherwise, by the time I finish them all, the next patch kicks in, I've got to redo them all. Cone heal, a full mess.
We'll start up.
fully miss an entire moving group. Yes, it can. I've seen that.
What do you think?
It's such a thin area of effect.
Pretty close then.
Is it ready? Well, yeah, whenever you want to go, just let me know.
Alright, let's go.
Alright.
Everyone left.
I thought they were nuking the other one, but clearly not.
No, I've got a pet over here.
Oh yeah.
Got potions.
Something's taking aim and you missed. Ha! Yes, you can dodge, take aim, but you got to time it.
Alright, everyone stack this.
Is that lost dead?
Yeah. Everyone stack this. Come on.
Oh shit! Don't do that. Oh, they're bringing him in the middle. Fair.
If you want to get ready,
Shit, I'm stunned.
AoE. Move the boss down.
Why is my ultimate not firing? There we go. Piece of piss. Grind spotting Vardenfell. The public dungeons are quite good.
again on this boss now for some people who haven't done it. We need 4 people to nominate, 4 people to go up top, and when David Fry, whatever his name is, say they're doing something, you need to go upstairs. Do we have 4 people? Yeah, we'll have 4 people who've done this and already know it. Yeah, if you want to go to a pad now so you know which one, everyone knows which one they're going on. So Max going, you're going right. Oh, Nick will go left. Yeah. And then we need a couple of EVs. Sure, we can figure it out. Kill this to be out of block.
Interesting. These devices have all
Public Forgotten Waste public dungeon. That one, yeah.
Another surge in the rift. A big one. Prepare for the
Okay,
worst.
Nick's going left, Max going right, Young Toby going north, and then someone goes south. Okay. I'll get the boss, and then you get the answer. Bring the answer in the middle where the boss is. Take him on the other side. Should have to be the boss. Go home. Push that up. Okay, get out of the way of the shade.
Constructs are up to something.
Alright, go. We need 4 people up top. We need someone to go north. Someone to go north.
I'll go. Oh, someone's gone. Never mind.
Someone go south. We can take 3 up and we can do it quick and do that. We don't need 4.
I thought they were going, but someone's took it.
We got 4 up there. What do you want? You can't do it?
EU or US? EU.
Yeah, just check the name at the top before you target. Sometimes I do that by accident. It's no problem.
Multiple days.
Pinnacle Factory.
Oh, Danny spam healing. Danny spam healing.
Yeah.
You're unlucky. You're unlucky. Wait.
I know, but I couldn't get out of it because I'll get one shot even if I use out the AOE.
Watch out.
Right, the shield's on there.
Hey, resistance.
Fuck it, I'll go for the res.
Watch the center. Watch the center.
The damage is really high. It's really unlucky.
They're empowering that fabricant. A few of you should get up here and deal with this. There. Stand on those levitation signals. I'll see you momentarily.
Hold on, I'll answer your question in a second. Woohoo! Oh shit.
Like, if you have the lightning, get close to the
And the bot. And the other bot. I'm focusing around the bot.
Battery low. Don't do that to me. Where's my bloody charger?
AoE dropped off.
Don't kill me. There we go. Oh, we're back in business. We have a charger plugged in now. Mental. Okay, what'd I miss? Hate not having a shield on damn DK. Put Deadly Cloak on.
We got through it, we didn't wipe.
This will not be fun, but I'm going to farm Skyreach my sorcerer so we can get to 402 to 630. It won't be fun, but
This one is really
it's
easy
doable.
for the time. Yeah, the time doesn't
Fully admit, went to Cyrodiil with a 17 kill streak, and then everyone started to do mannequin challenge. Yeah, disconnects are a pain.
And then press the switch to take his shield down as we saw before. One of us takes the ad. If you want to take the ad, it's like a capacitor thing. And I'll keep the boss coming.
Free at Slayer. Alright, everyone run on that. Keep running.
Yeah. All the time.
Stay close, go to heal. Get everyone. Slayer, you got run up.
I'll just watch this go down. Try to stick together.
Stay close, guys.
I've got
Shit,
more
wrong way.
for the first time this year, but- Yeah, together still, we're still together. Just stop before we grab the boss and kill all these items as well.
Splendor, watch out, brother. Oh, I'm too far back.
I'll go get him. Everyone else, yeah, I'll get him.
No, they're gonna
By the
follow
way,
you. I think they're gonna follow you.
how does the 5th enchant work on a Black Rose set? Oh, you mean the 5th trait? Basically, your Constitution passive in the heavy armor skill line is boosted by that set. However, they did nerf the crap out of it with Morrowind.
Also plays 3 skills,
Reset. Vet COA and 210 CPs every day. First run 2 Templars and these 2 Jesus beams are OP. Indeed they are. I've also a 2-hour XP scroll. Yeah, that'll do it. Do it while you're enlightened as well. So like, I don't know. If you have a break or anything, you'll get a lot of XP bonus from that. So make sure that's when you use your scrolls.
Guys, pull back. Player, pull back.
Yeah, pull back. You want me behind the beam, you don't have to follow me. I just bring this fast. We can only damage him once we drop the shield. Oh, someone pressed the beam already.
Press the button. Damn, they've done it already.
We're gonna have to go to the next one. Keep going back, keep going
Next
back.
one.
Keep going back, keep going back.
Don't press the beam, like I'll press the beam. We can do it, we can do it.
This was bad, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm normal. Maybe someone hadn't been here before and they were like, oh, it's a bit there. So you press this power on when it gets close to this beam here, it breaks the shield and we just absolutely nuke. Yeah.
Alright, drop yourself. Whoever's all, just drop it.
Shit and hell, that's a lot of damage.
Alright, let's go.
Back up, everyone back up.
How many bosses are there? In that try.
We'll do another
A
one
lot.
here. Get ready.
That was quick. Oh, he's not down yet. Close.
That's close,
That's so annoying. So annoying.
Boom. Good night. He wasn't so bad. Do you have a video on your Sork build you are currently using? Yes, I do.
Oh, where's Fenner?
I happen to have the link already saved. There you go. Oh shit, ads.
Get rid of this ad as well, yeah. You stunging, just everything in the link, start the move.
Need to switch out now because I can put Beast Trap on again. In fact, Cleanse should probably be
you'll
better
get
for now.
stunned. Alright, I'll take over. Just need to put chains back on and then I'll put purge back on. and get some
No.
shots.
Should at least make those ads change.
Opinion which trial is the hardest?
Strong.
Um,
Oh yeah, it would be nice, wouldn't it, if you could pull them together. just
Are you
gotta
talking
get a line of
general
sight.
trials or the hard mode? I think probably Sanctum out of the regular Craglon trials, because people kill each other a lot with that overcharger stuff and the poison.
I can't remember. I have all the time. Hold on.
I really like that dungeon though.
This stuff drains your magic
General
as you
and
go through it,
in general,
so-
probably Sanctum. I don't think. I mean, whoops! I should have done that. More of Lorcage is obviously a very popular one, especially due to the achievements and the skin and all that. But
No, no,
generally,
getting slowed down.
once you fully understand the mechanics, it's not too bad. But Sanctum is a real pain in the arse, especially where people keep putting poison all over you and dancing on you with lightning and all that kind of shit. There's a lot of stuff you have to try and avoid. Out of the regular Craglon ones, definitely Sanctum. Hard mode, AA is pretty rough. Quite random as well. I'm gonna head off. Anonymous, see you later. Thank you very much for watching. Hugely appreciated.
Right to the door.
There's Colin. He's thanks
Oh, why am I stuck? Drained in that shit, that's why. Fucking what the hell? 30, that was a 32k tick. What the hell happened there? That happened. He's weakened a lot, I think.
Yes. Everyone go to the left. Go back is follow Mac. Getting that pool over.
Lag.
Me and Phoenix will go down and taunt everything. Pull it up here into a line. If you want to get the first thing, and I'll start grabbing the stuff behind it.
You want to take this up top or you want?
Yeah, just take it. Take it back to them, and I'll start grabbing this stuff. Yeah. And then some of them bottom centuries will wake up on them as well.
Hey guys, me up.
So he first time is awesome. Nice. What level are you now, Matt? Oh, this is gonna be messy. Oh. I have 320 CPs at the moment. Do you think I'll be able to tank vet crag trials with your Immortal Warrior build? With those CPs, it depends on how long you've been a tank for. I wouldn't necessarily recommend it that early because it does take a lot of resource management with that particular build, unless of course you pump more points into stamina, in which case yes, of course you can do it. It depends on your confidence in terms of tanking, to be honest. It is capable, yes, but obviously the more CPs the better. I'd probably pump some more points into stam though, at that CP level.
Always getting
Right, I gotta go. Watch the stream tomorrow. Have a good rest. Thank you very much, Storm. See you again very, very soon. Did white gold, not a single person die. You did white gold at like level 10. Nice.
So, Phoenix, on this one, you're going to take the boss on the right. You're going to hold him there. Make sure the beam isn't connected to the one in the middle till 70%. And then you're going to tell me when he's got a shield. I'll tell you when mine's got a shield. Everyone's going to get the boss in the middle.
We've got to drag him over the middle.
Yeah, when the boss in the middle's got a shield as well, we drag both our bosses to stun the break the shield. Everyone goes back to attacking their bosses, and then focusing ads, other things to focus. Anyone else who's not done the trial, will shout out ads.
ESO Plus. Got ESO Plus, and I would like to ask if it's worth buying more in expansion overall. Depends on how much you play, but yeah, definitely I'd recommend it. Loads and loads of stuff to do in it. Shit tons of quests. If you play the previous Morrowind in 2002, then you're really going to love it. But of course you get the Warden as well, and the new trial, and Battlegrounds and all that kind of stuff. There's a lot in that expansion.
Go on to the next boss for another 70%, and then when they're all invincible, we're all going to bring them together, and you're all going to drop your ultimates. Don't drop your ultimates when you're fighting the boss alone. Drop your ultimates when they're all together. Like Dan said, when we call out ads, they have to go right away. Like, get off the boss and drop your
5 or 6 hours a day, definitely get Morrowind.
those ads, 'cause they're actually pretty annoying.
you have to be aware of your surroundings as well, because the little red circles on the floor, you can get sucked into them. You see at the very back of the room, that's what they look like. They're like little electronic arms coming out, like 12 arms coming out. And when they add spawn, they'll spawn all around us, so they'll start walking from the back of the room and the front of the room where we just came in. You don't want to let them touch you because they'll stun you. If they get
It's an
to the
EFA
boss,
stuff.
the middle boss, without being killed,
Is this a
they'll
trial?
charge
Yes.
out at people, and that can cause deaths. If people do die, don't worry, just get the reses. If it's not in an ad phase, just get the reses. You have to focus ads, so it's important to get rid of ads, but keep people up, because that's an easy way of dying, is just not getting reses and everyone starts, we just lose it at the end. So
don't stray too far, stay with your group. There should be 6 on both sides, by the way. But anyways, stay close to the pack, because the healers can't.
Do you prefer temper healer or warden?
If you stray away from the group, there will be random dots hitting you. Like
Possibly
there's a lot of mechanics
the warden.
that just hurts you. So stay with your group, don't stray too far.
And for you, Flo, I
like Breath of Life a lot though, so it's hard to say.
Fire coming up, I'll just say purge. If you, it's better when people are on mic, because then you can tell.
Can
me
Imperial
you can't purge
DK
and I
be
can
used
purge,
as a
but
magic
I will try. If
DPS?
I've got the magic
I
out,
wouldn't
definitely
recommend
will
it.
as
They
well.
don't get a magical bonus.
Usually I'm okay to do that.
They get
But I
stand
like to take
bonus.
the boss here, 'cause I know when to purge.
Halls of Fabrication.
2 more damage dealers to come over to my side, please.
Yeah, we need.
Yeah,
Alright,
we're good. Yeah.
Alright.
Whenever you're ready, Phoenix, you tell me.
Right up whenever.
I'll say purge as well, though don't worry, I can see it's the fire. Every time the fire comes out, it's purge. Because that's 54k of damage minimum. So yeah,
Well,
whenever.
I'll purge. I'll prioritize purge. Alright, on to boss.
Okay, purge, so yeah. Yeah, use it, well, we could do it now, if we're on to the hill, build back up, we'll take a lot of damage here, so purge. Well, that fire, that's the one we need to purge off. So yeah, purge.
Alright, how about, Ozzy, hit the middle
Go middle box, go on my side, middle box.
Hey, Flare, get off. Flare, get off.
Ads.
Flare, get off.
Slayer,
Get off the boss.
stop attacking the boss.
Flare, get off. Flare, get off.
Slayer, get off the boss. They're screaming at you, man.
Yeah.
You're gonna get told off. Too late. I got Ryder. Shit.
Alright, reclaimers. Alright, drop ult. Get resident.
Fuck's sake.
Oh, add.
Get off the boss. Get ads, if I can, guys.
I got you.
Next time you do have to purge, but I'm not magic in purge.
Purge.
Someone get Nick up, please.
Nick's up.
We need the
Normal
healer
of that.
on
This
my
is on
side.
normal.
Drop down to the boss, get healer up from there.
And Ryder's gunning.
Okay.
Oh,
add.
bomber.
Add. Oh shit, I wish I had it.
You son of a bitch.
Purge.
Purge.
Make sure you get close.
Get some reses. Get a wipe.
What?
Get reses.
I don't understand what drains my magic are.
Why is it not giving me the bloody thing for the res? It's not working. I'm bugged.
Purge. Next one, you'll have to purge.
Add. I got it.
You can't hear them. You need to get in group chat then, because they're screaming at you.
Once the ads are gone,
Shit.
reses.
How much percentage damage mitigation is 2k resistance? Flat on the end or the beginning? Hard to say. The more resistance you have, the better, up until about 33.5k or so, maybe a little bit more. Cheers, dude. I can't res for some reason, I'm getting stuck.
Get ads, get ads, get ads.
Focus out, focus out, focus out.
For fuck's sake. I've got a bug, there's nothing I can do. I can't res people. It's doing the animation, but there's no ticker or anything, and it's not working. Either that or Slayer's not accepting the res.
Okay.
Thank you.
I can charge again now for quite a while, don't worry about it.
Ad drop, get them, get them.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Okay, on the charge.
Can't get started.
Right, mine's got a shield.
Alright, guys, get off the anti-boss. Oh, no.
Add, I got it. Someone's rezzing you, good. I'm getting wrecked by that shit.
Ad drop.
I think 5100 is 10%, so 2k is about 4. There you go. I'm getting destroyed. People are a little bit scatty. I'm getting stuck.
One of them ads still moving, it's alright. I'm fine. I've got purge. You need to get them further away from each other, Phoenix, because the longer that beam's on, the more damage it's going to start doing to you. Just getting a little further.
Thank you.
Ad drop, ad drop.
Get focus ads. Stop stacking boss, get ads. You'll got shield, mine's supposed to get the shield. If I can't purge, well I will tell you I can't purge.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Mine's close, 4%. Okay, I have to purge.
Turn your boss now. Oh, damn. Everything AoE
So
better.
1%, yeah. Take it to the middle step, you can...
Got Mac.
Drop ultimate to middle.
Oh, you bastard. Oh, I can res now. Good.
Destroy. Ads
So
as
far the
well.
hardest
Drop all
troll
to
you've
the
done.
middle,
Yeah, you just have to be careful, Matt. Slayer. It really helps if you're on comms listening to them, even if you're not speaking,
you got this, we're fine.
because they were screaming at you for a while. You can't just run in, unfortunately. You have to try and follow what they're saying. Got Mac.
Okay, I can't purge, yeah, I can't move over.
Got Apricum.
At the same time, drop ultimate to the middle if you've got them.
Stay close. There's outside ad. Just gonna explode.
Fucking hell. Tried getting all the reses up and got wrecked.
Oh, both
Yeah,
healers are down, nuke.
Output, you gotta nuke it.
Purge,
Boss is
output
dead,
purge,
he's dead.
output purge, just keep nuking. It's
That
going
was
fine,
pretty
it's
rough.
fine.
Whereas Magma Shell is OP, indeed it is. Just realised? I thought you knew that, Honoured.
I have to purge with it. I've got that purge down to T on me, I can time it well good, I think I can take over the healer. Purging.
Oh, a chest.
Urging them you
Try is awful. Can hear you now.
Oh, you don't really need to
Resto
worry about
sta-
purging
oh,
because,
that's-
the fire, you know, on my boss.
Fucking shiny.
Yeah, it's when that fire damage comes, it's like it's damage over time, and it's like it killed me for 50 odd K, so I can't imagine. 60, 70 maybe. So as soon as I see the flame go on the sword, I just get my purge.
Yeah, of course you need it.
Purge.
I think the word you're looking for is, can I have it, please?
How's it or eat?
Wait, if
like,
you finish
a lot
this,
easier
I'm
ways to
doing
do
fog
that
with
boss?
and we. have triple DPS so if you want after Hoff to come. I'm not going on PTS at the moment.
Yeah, you don't
Just
want
bolt that hard way.
If that's the first time for people, that wasn't too bad. I remember the first time in here and not knowing what to do.
Shit, food ran out.
Alright, you guys ready?
So, focus the capacitor.
Yeah, I think the one that doesn't have any hands.
These are all
Example.
damage is fine, or damage is real good.
Do not
You get me anyway.
stay out of the water, guys.
Stay out of the water drains your resources.
Meanwhile,
See, when it's lit up,
walk up to the hill. and then
walk
we'll
to the
drop
hill,
down.
everyone.
Shit, got
Keep
caught.
down here.
Tried to stay out of the water, but too late. Wrong bar.
Pets don't give a shit. They're riding them on okay. That's what we should put in a trial. Like an army of all South America for one of the bosses.
They'll be idiots. They'll be our merchants.
Advanced chests.
Oh shit.
Advanced as well.
Sorry, I'm a lot quieter when I'm in a trial because I have to try and concentrate to some extent. You never used that ulti before on it. It's crazy. It's a
I got necklace.
god mode button for tanks. Well, for any
Ooh, it's pretty
uh,
Yeah, it's blue. But
race, class, whatever.
nice. There's really not
Whatever version of DK you use, it's really, really strong. I used to use that as a no shit button on the mag DK.
Yeah, well, whatever. Maybe I'm just trying to make myself feel better.
that's like 250,000 gold and got like gold as a necklace. So that's pretty good.
Dude, I was so sad when the epic necklace was out. That was 2 weeks ago.
I would like 50 gold if you don't want to know.
So sad.
So you can buy the gold, I buy it with gold, so you need 50,000 gold or 500 pounds gold.
Downloaded all 50 gig PTS. I'm getting a launcher error. What? When you're almost done, oh my god.
I'd rather just farm. But it's gonna be double AP anyways, it's more damage.
I'm sure it'll be fine. I won't buy
Bloody
it.
hell, he opened that quick. Break lock for the win. War machine boots, reinforced. Moo.
Can I just sell some stuff to this merchant while he's here because I'm absolutely back. I really need to sort out my inventory. My bank's at 408 there. Lost my cash.
Patch manifest their version fail. Never seen that before. Have you tried to repair it or reload, start again, the usual stuff? Are the sets in this trial good? Good is a point of view.
Okay, sorry.
Depends what you use them for. Have you done hold on hold
Should be alright.
on veteran yet? I'm assuming you mean Folk Reef hold. Haven't completed it, but we did run in there last night with a couple of guys from the stream. It was quite fun actually. Pretty good dungeon. Only problem is we had so many crashes last night. Server was having some proper issues. And then by the time we decided to go with a healer, people had to go to sleep anyway. So we went in the normal one for Bloodroot instead. That was really, really fun. Awesome looking dungeon, and the boss mechanics are good too. Shit! In the water. Oh, loot. Stop chaining me in, son of a bitch. Is a new dungeon hard? It's difficult, I guess, but in comparison to the other ones, it's not as bad as Mazatone and Cradles. Boom.
Drop the whole thing.
Don't pull it out of the dots.
I'll drag him back into it.
Too late.
He's gone. Damage is really good.
Yeah, I don't think it's as bad as the other ones. Cradle's a nightmare.
Right, if you want to off tank, you just support the healers in the group with your shield and your vigor, and when the ads spawn, usually there'll be 2 on the side that you're on and there'll be 1 on the opposite side. You need to kind of run towards the back of the boss at the top, using a rage on that ad, and that'll run behind the boss, just to pull him up. It's as simple as that really. Your role is just really to support most of the time and pull the ads. Pardon?
Don't need purge for this.
You don't need purge, no. But everyone go up to the right. What we do when the boss will start walking, we need to get rid of the ads before the boss starts walking ideally.
Look at him.
Once he's started walking, you drop down to the middle, you stay on the middle line here, this line, think of it as a train track, don't come off this line because they're great to poison and they'll kill you.
Honoured, you didn't know what magma shell or the armor skill did. And I can't gauge the difficulty of something.
That happens maybe, what, 2 times, is it?
It's not as bad as Cradle. It's going to be rough because it's new.
26% is execute phase. We come to this circle, you see I'm stood here, and we stand in a circle around here. It's like the damage phase on the first boss in VMOL. We won't want a hard stack, we want a soft stack in a circle around here.
Stam DK no shield. Stam DKs never have shield, so yeah, stop making excuses.
I don't think are great for this trial, if I'm being honest, but you'll be fine, it's only normal.
Main's a Stam DK Slayer, I used it in here loads of times, it's fine. Just put Deadly Cloak on.
And we're just going to wait it out for that damage burst. At 30% though, stop attacking the boss and get rid of the ads. It's key to get rid of the ads, because if you don't get rid of one of the ads, they'll stun us in execute phase, and if they stun us, we're dead, because they can constantly drop bombs on us, and there's nothing we can do then. So yeah.
Where's Flo gone?
Staminus can be down there with the tank since you're using Igneous Shield. They just have to stand on the left side.
If you want to come down here with me as Stam, you can do, or you can stand right next to it.
You guys can get close to the boss.
If you go down there though, for ads you come, it's usually many paid.
You have to get all the ads.
There's only one.
Ads are going to split up a bit. Ooh, matching.
I was almost hit him in his left arm.
Oh, let me get rid of mine.
Yeah, I've done it like that as well. I've seen Magic Templars doing it like that as well, because they're more close range.
Yes, it's the final boss.
It's up to you. You can go on the arm or you can come down here. Okay. Once he walks back though, you've got to get damage on him, because if you don't get enough damage on him once he's walked back. Okay, no worries, April. If you don't get enough damage on him when he walks back, he'll do 3 stomps. The 3rd stomp will wipe all of us.
Saw someone did
But
the
they should be
vet
alright.
off yesterday.
Fine,
This
damage
boss
is-
has 107 million. Yeah, I think he does on hard mode.
Execute positioning. Does everyone
Keep
wanna come down here
position
and get a position
in a
so they know where
circle.
they're gonna go?
Dan's gonna yell at, go for execute, and that means you have to go to this middle spot.
Yeah.
And soft stack.
If you stand on these bricks, you get covered in poison and die.
Nick's done it loads, he knows the scar. Okay. All good, are we all ready?
Come up, guys.
Honor, do you think I do nothing all day? They haven't been on the stream, but yes, I've seen them.
The only thing that hurts Sam to use a lot is that left. It's the right arm of the boss. No, the flame was
Are they gonna kill it? Or? Boost trap doesn't reach, that's a shame. Maybe didn't need that.
When you drop down,
There it is. The reach is there.
moving that down here when I was under. Might be easy to set it off if we've got close to the wheel.
I think the middle is one side.
Okay, so the off tank will get the reses. That's the off tank job as well. Don't DPS, do DPS. You turn over the back.
Shit, turn my buff off. Ha! Terminals can go off balance, nice. This is different to how I've seen it. We usually just kill the terminals. Because Arnado has asked an opinion.
Go to the right.
Oh, this is different. Well, it's not. The movement's the same, but we killed the terminals last time.
There's an admin.
Wow, he melted.
Might be better to go across, get close to the wheel. Oh, it's got a key. Oh my god. Okay, there's an admin on the left hand side. He's pulling.
Oh, one behind us. Shit, I didn't see that. Yeah, first person mode. What the fuck? David, how you doing? Healer set will make off, so yeah, you're right, man. That would make it ridiculous. Should be this way. Have you seen the? Well, you might. I'm pretty sure you saw it on the stream yesterday. On it, did you see the monster set for healing? That's insane. Yeah, the monster set's like a 30k heal or some shit over 3 seconds. Which race should I choose for DK Magica based? What's it called? Dark Elf. $18k ticks, get in. And they remove AoE. Very true. Yeah, that's true. Does it remove dots or ground AoEs? I think it's ground-based AoEs, so if something's stuck there, it will remove it. I'm not sure. Haven't fully tested it yet, but it's interesting nonetheless. No, I need the keys for the Undaunted chest. For the shoulder. Unfortunately, they don't give you that bloody set in the bag. You'd think they would. New favorite thing in the game is healing. Awesome map. Nice. Firefly's a tank. You can heal. Oh, bad. They will put them in the bag soon enough. I hope they do, because it's stupid that they bring out new stuff and you can't just test it straight away. Surely they want to try it for bugs. Now I understand obviously they want you to complete the dungeons and open the chests and stuff because that's all part of the testing, but say for argument's sake there was a bug in their test server and you couldn't actually complete it, then that would make it inaccessible. Bug test successful of course, but you can't now test the set. That's true, they did add them quite soon after. Ooh, he is seriously in trouble. Off balance constantly. They added the trial sets, I think, like the second part of the patch. Ah, it's fucking charged.
Automated defense, ice, snap, and sharp.
I got that too, sharpen.
I can't get him that.
There was a bug when I did VHF today. I spent like 1.5 hours on it and zillions of deaths. Still got speed running no death. See exactly. What the hell?
It seems hard, but you run it a few times.
War Machine ring in purple. Get the fuck in. I'll take that.
Okay, Dan.
That's waiting for it to go down there.
I'm not gonna lie, I do that too. I stand far away and it's like, alright, just waiting for someone.
Oh, I got automated defense gauntlets as well, the sturdy, so that's a nice drop. I'll give you, you can have that as well. I've got
Yeah.
see what I got in this one.
That stuff is going on a healer.
Yeah, good run.
There was a bug when... Oh, sorry, I already read that.
People, so it's bound to be a little messy on your first time.
Beastie's gonna jump off. Good luck with the rest of the stream. See you later, Beastie.
Get some really unique builds. Whoa, Slayer, you got
Two
that
Fang.
from this? Nah, I'm kidding.
No, he didn't
Wait,
get it
wait,
from
wait,
here. He
I'll
got it
take
from
it.
somewhere
I'll
else.
sort out,
Okay, where am I going? To my house. If we can get there quick enough. Nope, maybe not. Oh my god, forget it. I'll just run out the door. No.
I have little time to waste.
Fair, is he playing on PC? Yes, Fire's playing on PC as well as the PS4, and he's usually tank. PC EU or NA? EU. We both joined at the same time. Well, actually, no, that's not true. He joined about a month after, but we both play at the same time. Do you think it's worth it to buy a house? Yes, definitely. Find one you really like, look at them all, save up for it, and get it. This is the quickest run of half I've ever seen. Some of them can go really bad. Yeah, you're right. I don't need that on me. Where did that staff go? That needs to go in the bank before I decon it by accident. That was quite shiny. That can go in the bank also. Where are we? Take some stuff out I don't need. Where is the staff? V Dibley, thank you very much for subbing. Welcome aboard. Captain Jack is still on the rum. Where the hell is that's at the bottom, isn't it? I've gone past it. There it is. Perfect. Man, everyone's gone to bed. It's quiet. Decon. I did get to the point where I was selling absolutely everything, but I've stopped being so lazy and started deconning stuff for mats. What stuff was that? It was the Inventor stuff with powered on it, the healer set. One did half on beta PTS, and EU endgame PvE guild needed 1 DPS and pugged, so I jumped. Apparently they had one of the best tanks EU, and he easily solo tanked the dinosaurs. It took us like 3 minutes for it. Yeah, you can hold them both together. There's loads of different methods that people are using at the moment. This is a stupid question, but is your stam swap build how to run walk so fast and have an effect like rapid maneuver? Hang on, let me read that again. Stam swap build. How do you run so fast? It's the sets. They proc major expedition when you kill stuff. Crimson, how you doing? So I really need your help. I'm using your sorcerer build, but I still suck at DPS. What can I do? It really depends on all the variables that may apply to that. Meaning, do you have all the right stuff on? Do you have the right amount of CPs? Are they all in the right place? Are you using the rotation? And also, are you using the skeleton as a guide? Because the skeleton sucks. It doesn't apply to that kind of build because there's too many things that randomly can be altered. You need to really try it in a dungeon or a trial. But how many CPs, and do you have everything in the right place? Also, above all, passives. That's also very important. Do you have all the passives that are recommended in the video as well? Because all those small percentages really, really count. Fanboy, no problems whatsoever. You are welcome. Don't destroy that. Resto Analyte and stuff empowered. Oh my god. Lucky, lucky, lucky. I need to destroy some of this stuff. Not that one. Don't need 2 of those. Get rid of these. So then does a lot of magical pull effect with DPS. It affects your skills. Fixed. Ah, there you go. You're 326 CP. Okay, so you're in the same boat as Set. First of all, that's very important. The CPs do affect a lot, but you're in a good position. You're a hoarder. Yes. The amount of builds I have to make, and obviously make sure that they work. I test just about everything, so I've got a lot of stuff in the bank, and across all the characters as well. There's 13 characters, and all their bags are pretty much full. I have to make sure I test everything to death, so that when I do get asked the question, is this better, I can answer yes or no. If I don't know, then I will tell you that I don't know. But I have to be a little bit brutal and squash stuff more often because I hold on to too much shit. I generally try to keep 1 of everything in the best trait I can. 335, nice. Spartacus, start off in the blue tree, putting 75 points into Thermitage, and then leak the rest into Elemental Expert and Elfborn as soon as you can. But you are at a state now where you're kind of halfway to peak, so you've got a lot to come, and it's going to improve a lot. What's my luckiest drop ever? Fatal Belief for Lightning Staff was quite lucky. Hard to say. I had some shiny stuff. They're rare though. I don't get good stuff very often. Hey, look out. Thank you very much, Krishna. Hugely appreciated. Throwing some cake, and you are welcome. You invited me, man. So, thank you. The more magical pull affect your skill damage. Yes, correct. It affects your skill damage, not necessarily your light and heavy attacks. Your light and heavies are more based off of your spell and weapon damage, depending on which one of the 2 you're using. Honoured, I'll think about that. I'm not sure which one is my luckiest drop. They're all pretty lucky because I'll use them all. So on your HP tank build, can you swap anything for a little more DPS? So you're not stand there, shield everyone, swing a sword. Not really, because that's kind of its job. Did you recommend me to put 75 in Thermitage and the others left Elfborn and Elemental Expert? Yes. Or focus on Elemental Expert and Elfborn first. 75 in Thermitage first to get that off balance extra damage, which your build is based around, of course. And then split the rest in Elemental and Elfborn until you reach their peak, which is in the video, like as far as they go, but try and mix it as far as you can with what you've got. Where are we? Luckiest was a sharpened Mother Sorrow sword, 500k. That's really nice. I have no idea. I couldn't tell you. I'll go through some stuff and see if I've still got anything. Bonus spell weave flame staff. That was lucky, although I wouldn't really call it lucky because it wasn't a fluke. It was 4 days of nothing but grinding. Every 10 minutes just going back in over and over and over until I got it. So I think that was more persistence rather than luck. Infused Maelstrom weapons, that was lucky. Although I've got a lot of those now. Reinforced to welfare. I don't want well-fed. I've got to keep 1 of them. Keep the better trait. Trap Beast is rank 1. I just redeemed 3 quests and I was on the wrong bar. Wounded. Not good at all. I do that all the time. That's why my warden's not finished yet. The dungeon's actually really fun. It is. There's a lot going on in there. I don't want Leviathan Sturdy. I don't want Medium Lord Warden. Divine's nice. Dump the old one. I have to do this at the end of all the dungeons, so I get rid of all my stuff. Parabellum, goodbye. This is the worst set in the game. I'll never say that usually about any set. I don't like to say anything is shit, because everything's got its own place. But this one. Gain a damage shield that absorbs almost 12k damage if you don't take damage for 10 seconds. I fail to see how that's useful. That means if you're not taking damage for 10 seconds, you don't need a damage shield anyway. So all that does is gives you a damage shield when you enter the fight. No thanks. I mean, in PvP that might be quite funny because it means you have a damage shield all the time. So when you get jumped, the start of the fight, you've got an extra bit of boost. But Nightblade deterrent, I guess, but it's not strong enough. I died most of the time as I have no shields. Callum, you keep saying that. It's practice. It's nothing to do with you don't have shields. It's you're probably using the wrong skills or just need a bit more practice with it. The DK is absolutely fine in there. My main is a DK, hence where you got the builds from. But I will admit it does take practice. And if you didn't have it already, I would strongly suggest Deadly Cloak in Trials because it prevents a lot of incoming damage. If you have any set War Machine, spare War Machine, I assume. No, I do not, unfortunately. At least I don't think so. Hang on, what's this? A guy who got 2 ciphers. Really? I don't imagine how much money he did. I've never seen them. Good night. I'm heading off. See you later, man. Using full Maelstrom build and I'm only using that skill. Full Maelstrom build and I'm only using that skill. Well then that's a different subject. If you're not using the same as what's on the channel, I honestly don't know what your setup is. So you can tell me and I can probably help you with it. But straight off the bat, I can't tell you what you're doing to be killed so much. How much health do you have and what race are you? Also, do you have max Undaunted and are you using 5-1-1, meaning 5 medium, 1 heavy, 1 light? Crusader's set is pretty bad. 6 million gold, meanwhile I topped at 400k. Bloody hell. I think if you picked one of them up, Honor, that would be the most lucky drop in the game because they are really, really rare. I have never even seen an Imperial motif. I mean, I've had one and I've used it, but I've never actually found one myself. Blacksmithing is the only thing I've got to squish stuff on now. Where am I going? Over here. A guy with a single crafting station. Every single crafting station is home. Fire's got a lot of them. Not every single one, but he's got a lot. Mostly the ones that are really hard to get to. Imperial City stuff, all that kind of thing. Pretty sure I didn't get any weapons I wanted. I'll keep that for now. But the trait is bad. Don't want that. Don't want that. Those I was keeping because I have crap trait anyway, and that one also. Nope. Oh, don't squash those. They make money. Don, how you doing? 2 Verde, 5 two-face sneak, not got the VO daggers or bow, 5-piece VO, and I'm using the Dark Elf. Not got the VO daggers. Okay, so if you don't have the dagger or the bow, what are you using? Because that sounds like you're missing the 5th piece. Also, Dark Elf, I wouldn't recommend. I mean, they do work very, very well. They have more flame damage, so your ultimate does more damage. Your Flames of Oblivion does more damage. And Valkyrie Scoria, of course, if you're using that. And you do get 6% extra stamina. But there's better stamina characters. Do they work? Yes. Are they optimal? No. Although my original DK, the one that you've seen, was a Dark Elf to start with until they changed all the flame abilities to poison for stamina. Then I altered him. Have I been on PTS yet? Yes, quite a lot actually, but not on this particular stream. Using Night Mothers. So are you using... Give me half a build there because you've got some pieces missing. Ah, there you go. Night Mother's dagger and axe and bow. So using 3 VO. Which means I'd assume your Velodreth is light and heavy. If not, you're possibly full medium, which means you're going to be quite low on your health. And that would contribute to your squishiness. Do you have all the passives? Undaunted or erase all passives, all those types of things? Also consider the fact that your CPs are around halfway, so you're going to have less in the red tree for your resistances in comparison to some of the other guys. Get rid of some of this stuff. My bank is hoarded to hell. Keeping that. Don't need 2 permafrosts. Definitely don't need a reinforced belt. Just unlocked Undaunted and no farming skill points in the dungeons. That is a big difference. You need to make sure that you get Undaunted 9 as soon as possible, because you are missing, if you have 1 heavy, 1 light, 5 medium, you're missing 6% stamina, so there's your damage. You're missing 6% magicka for your buffs and such on that particular character, and you are missing 6% max health. Also, make sure you get 2 points in Juggernaut if you are using 1 heavy piece, because that will give you a further 2% health. You're potentially missing 8% of your max health, which also means that is why you're a little bit more squishy than you would have expected. Those passives are key, and a lot of people miss those. Impen Dawns, I'm not going to use that, that's crap. Passives are very important, Callum, so you have to make sure you get them as soon as possible. I wouldn't go into the really high, heavy endgame stuff if you haven't got your passives, because you'll be ultra squish. Keeping that. The current health is 16k, that's your problem. You need to push that up a bit. On a stamina, you need to... Is Parabellum plus Oblivion business stop for healers? I need to change my Mundus Stone, and I'm a Stamplar. Which stone should I go for? Because I got stamina out of the wazoo. So I don't need the Serpent anymore. Go Thief. You'll get... Depending on what your setup is, you can easily hit 70% on a Stam Templar. I don't need this stuff. Do you know what Parabellum we're good for at Honoured? Because you can't crit a shield, and because you'll have it on you as long as you're not taking damage, it's a one-time anti-one-shot, anti-gank setup. It's the only thing it's for. It's for the scared PvPer. What have we got? Nothing more to get rid of. Good.
A sword of
I didn't see that. Need to destroy that as well. Don't want that. Once made 100% crit on PTS. Pretty useless, but I pulled off for like 25k. Nice. Dump his stuff. Does Parabellum shield stack? Yeah, of course. It's not a buff type, it's just a shield, so yeah, they stack. Deposit stuff. Where did that gold thing go? Oh, it goes into your other. Don't need that on me, that can go in the bank, so can that. What do you think of TBS set for the Easy Sort build? Think the Mundustone has been improved. The TBS has been on the Easy Sort build ever since it was first made. It's only in this particular patch that I altered it. But yes, it still works. You just have to make sure that you have a solid crit set alongside of it. 4-piece Aether and 2 monster pieces, or 5-piece Netch's Touch will be absolutely fine. Nothing is wrong with TBS, it never has been. So if you prefer it and want the extra health and all that kind of stuff, then for sure it will work. It's a really good set. But the 5-piece shield, like the Parabellum shield, I missed half of that, Honoured. I'm off to bed, it's been a long day. Awesome stream as always. Recently came across something weird. It appears to be a site that rewards you for supporting your favourite creator / Xynode on Patreon. Thank you, Seth. Thank you very much. He's not pumping it out for shits and giggles. He's actually on the Patreon and he's got the big one. He spends a lot of money. What do we got? Just hit 20 and finished ICP. I'm going to take a break for the night. Matt, you level up really fast, man. How much would a sharpened agility bow be sold for? No idea off the top of my head. I mean, does the 5th bonus stack like the shields from the set? Like the shields from what set? I missed which one you mean. You go ASK for oh, I see what you mean. Do they stack and stack and stack? I have no idea. I don't think so. If they did, it would be nuts, because you could just sit there AFK all night and then go and tank a trial and never get touched. That would be ridiculous. Okay, I'm not putting anything else in the bank. Well, good thing I just found one for 10k. Good stuff. Who's this? Hello. I have a message and I didn't even see it. Oh, it's Beastie. That's fine. Just bought 200 grand repair kits for 30k. You probably won't need them that much later on. They'll also be broken. 1 bill shield. See you later. No block. Indeed. That would be nuts if that worked. And broken, but it would be nuts, definitely. Could you imagine that in PvP? You just sit at the castle for, I don't know, 3 hours, and shields stack and stack and stack and stack, and you just run out into a Zerg, and they all wonder why they can't kill you. It would be crazy. Okay, let's go and mess with my Templar. I need to refit all his gear. Who's online? Let's see what Baz is still about. Baz is about. He's fishing. It's very quiet tonight. I expected to see a lot of pickup trials in Gratwood, but nothing really. I'll trade 8 alloy for 8 wax. Fair enough. Get his money from Roe. No, he's trying to get the Master Angler achievement, I believe. I'm sold. Thank you. Which I haven't got the patience to do yet. I've already done the bloody pledges. What kind of Templar are you making? At the moment, I do have a Templar, the DPS one. But messing with a healer. Daedric Trick Reset seems fun to use, not to be good, but just fun. Yeah, there's a few sets like that. It looks interesting. I don't know how far you can go with it, but if you're playing dungeon PV and stuff like that, not too interested in trials, then yeah, that would be awesome. What am I looking for? Warden's got some stuff on him. Fear daggers do drop from normal. Yes, they do. And make sure you loot everything, including all the chests, including the simple chests, because it can drop off ads, it can drop out of simple chests, it drop from everywhere. Not saying you'll get it, because it is rare, but you can. I've seen it done a few times. This guy's almost ready. Need a couple more skills. This is taking forever. I need this to be... It's the only thing I'm waiting for. That skill right there. Because I want to boost the max block reduction, and then I will be making the video. Excuse me, I'll be making a video for that. First trial ever, normal ESO, got a VO ring back when people paid 150k for it. Nice. Done it around 100 times and not seen it. 100, is that all? It's rare, but 100 times would mean you were lucky if you saw it. There used to be what they called ESO 45, and that was basically you could set it to level 45 difficulty and steam through it and get max level loot, and that was a thing for a couple months. It was really, really common, and people were running it somewhere between, I don't know, 10 and 30 times a day, depending on how long they were online for. And even then, people didn't see it. Yeah, I've been in Sanctum well over 1,000 times. Normal, vet, all the rest of it. And those types of weapons are really rare.
What are our vaults?
There's something on here for my main I needed. And I don't remember what it was. Shame you can't put keys in the bank. Need my main. SO is my favourite trial. Need to vet someday for purple or gold. Yeah. Sanctum's definitely my favourite trial. A lot of people don't like it though because of all that poison and stuff. Purple can drop from ads and chests, and gold comes from the last boss. If you do hard mode, you get 2 pieces of jewelry. Whoops. How come you got Maelstrom gear via post 2 streams ago or last stream? I'm not sure I understand the question. Oh, sorry, via the mail, I assume you mean. Because if you get on the scoreboard, you get Maelstrom weapons in the mail. And I got on there on the sorcerer, so I was given dual wield and an armor piece from the Maelstrom. See, this stuff is not very common. Neither is that, but I'm probably not going to use it until they boost 2-handed weapons. I don't need to dump some stuff on this dude as well. And do my surveys, but I never get around to it. Okay, Callum, you're having some issues with your survivability. First of all, CPs is obvious. The more CPs you get, the more resist you're going to get, because you can put your points into them in the champion point system. But what you are missing is this stuff down here. You really need to get these. 6% to all resources if you're using 3 different types of armor. Essential. And also make really good use of this. Don't spam it, just make sure it's up every 15 seconds, and it reduces all the AoE by 25%. Used to be 20, still really strong anyway, but it's been buffed a bit. You want to know how VO daggers are sold for? Price wise, I don't think you're ever going to sell it or buy it even. If you're in a trial, a normal trial, and someone gets a VO dagger, there's a very slim chance they're going to sell it to you. And if they do, you need to make sure you have at least 500k in your pocket, and that's being generous, or being, well, for them at least. How much damage does Bloodthirst do? A lot. It's the same ability as Rapid Strikes, except each hit doesn't get stronger. Instead, the last hit heals you. And I was going to, oh, wrong room. I have a dump room where I put stuff that I am not going to put in place yet. Where are you? It's filling up too much room in my inventory, so it's going away. I mean yours. Yeah, you can. You can look at the build video. It's in there. The one you watched already. Where are we? Other stuff. This is the same question you asked me yesterday, and I did already tell you. So it's not going to change. What's going to happen is, though, is the more CPs you have in the blue tree, the stronger that is going to get by default. So don't worry what you're getting at the moment. It will go up by quite a lot. You're halfway there. Plenty more to go. I know, obviously, as a lot of players do, you want to get there quick, but it is just a case of getting those CPs. They are very, very important. Chat's a bit dead. Nope. I'm just responding to whoever's speaking at the moment. It is you. Damn, I've got no room for those. Or those. Yeah, there you go. Cheers, Matt. You are filling up. See if he wants to do these pledges for the day. Haven't done it on this character yet. If not, I'm going to head out. Oh, you sneaky bastard. He's in Fire's house. Let's find him. Travel. Not promote. Rip sharpened. What did you do, Baz? What other games do you play or follow? Loads of different games. Just don't get a lot of time to play them. Do you know of any good Templar healer builds that I can start running? Healer builds, unfortunately, are the most meta in the game, and there's not a lot of choice. I mean, there is a lot of choice, but most people expect you to wear kind of the same stuff. But it starts with Spell Power Cure. If you can get that as a base, you can pretty much put any other healing set with it, depending on the situation. But, of course, if you want to do something a little bit outside the box, there's no harm in that. You could slap 2 healer sets together of your choice, and you'll be fine. Easiest one to get is probably Sanctuary from Banished Cells. That will boost healing received by everyone within 10 meters of you. So that's a good start as well. But Spell Power is from... Oh my god. Get it the wrong way around. White Gold Tower. You play League? No, unfortunately not. Lots of VS players play that. Not me though. I just follow some streamers. No, I don't play it. Why did they nerf Vulcan? They haven't. Vulcan score is fine. Should they put more Master Arms and Firmitage? The video that you watched, Callum, based on the CPs in the video in comparison to yours at the moment, kind of cut it down the middle. You have 3 piece spell power right now. Nice. Yeah, get the 5th piece. Make sure that you're obviously throwing out your AoE heals all the time, and you'll keep the damage up of the group. It's a shame that that has to be on, because I'd really like to see some healer builds with 2 sets that benefit mostly on heals rather than buffs for damage, but that's not how it is at the moment. Tried it on some DPS and stuff like that. You can't keep the uptime on it. They're a bit poop. Tried it on a Templar DPS as well, just putting Ritual on the floor, and it wasn't enough either. I want to find where bad... There you are! Found you! Ha 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 ha. Found Baz. Where are you? Worm and Sanctuary is good too. Correct. Worm and Sanctuary combined is also nice. It just depends on what the group you're in expects. If you're in a trial, they expect you to have Spell Power Cure. If you are not, then you're kind of free to do what you want. Leave the game for a year, I'd be close to 630. Yeah, probably would. Light Speaker from Elden Hollow. Light Speaker was broken. It didn't get affected by light and heavy attacks, but in the patch, apparently they are fixing or have fixed that with the upcoming DLC. So if you are using that already, that's going to have a slight alteration to it when the patch goes live. So that's going to be better for you, especially if you're heavy attacking for resources. But that is really good. I did try Light Speaker the other day, and your healing springs are buffed quite a bit. Baz! Found you. That's a DK with a lightning staff. Nice. Massive heavy attacks. Indeed, it didn't get nerfed or anything like that. It's actually got a bit of a bonus to it because it should have worked that way in the past, but it was broken, so it's going to be fixed. Or a Warden Healer, it's awesome combined with Lotus Blossom. Indeed it is. Love your Tormentor build. Nice! Thank you. Where is it? Wrong skill. Baz, I'm gonna kill your skeleton. Oh, I didn't have my potion on. Ha! Nice. It's a weird way of testing DPS running between two skeletons. Nah, I think he's just testing a flat rotation and then moving on to the next. There's no honest way to test a full thingy. The skeletons are just dummies anyway. You have to kill it from start to finish. If you want to try your first 10 seconds and see if it's worth it, then there's lots of different ways to test certain things. Any chance of werewolf build, Xynode? I feel like changes to heavy attack and light attacks recently made werewolf viable again. Actually, the Stamsork video, the PvE one, it's not strictly a werewolf build, but he does have werewolf, and with the setup that he's got, as soon as he kills something, he is rapid. Really, really fast. What's a good DPS for a Stamsork? 30, 32. You can get higher, but they're not that much in comparison to the DK. They're a lot lower. Unless, of course, you're using perhaps a two-hander or something, and you might get a little bit higher. Any DPS for anything, really. As long as you can hit 30, you're fine. I know people, inverted commas, say otherwise, but I've seen people do all sorts of trials, all sorts of hard modes, and only have around 30 plus, and they do it fine. Most of the time, if you've got over the top DPS, you're probably sacrificing your survivability, and you spend most of your time on the floor dead anyway. So get a balance of the two. What's the DK build that you have on? That's the infused one. 1 second. I'll get you a link. Where is it? Here it is. Paste. There you go. Where'd he go? Baz is testing anyway. How do Magplas have highest passes in PvE? DK's Mag and Stammer on both, which are like 50k. Meanwhile, Magplas have the vids over 60. Hang on. Highest DPS. There is a bit of a bonus with the Mag Templars, and that is that they have a flat 10% bonus to crit damage. So if they're really focused on crit, they can go quite high. Also, their Jesus Beam is considered, or quite possibly, the strongest execute in the game. So, and also their Adric Spear passive procs a lot of extra spare damage, so it's very, very strong. What's your preference on easy VMA clear other than the mag sork? Other than the mag sork is, I would imagine, basically what Baz is doing right there, which is any mag character with a lightning staff and a shield. To rank up Undaunted, do I do daily pledges? Yes, that will help. Also, another way to get Undaunted faster, and I know this is difficult, but this does count, is if you go into the dungeons, the vet dungeons, look at all these achievements and start unlocking them. The more achievements you unlock, the more points you get towards your Undaunted. So focus on those. Ferris, congratulations, nice one. Mag DK isn't really easy to play though. No, it isn't, but if you play it the same way as the Zork for VMA, you can kind of get the same results. You don't heal as much, but you can heavy attack yourself to victory while stacking a shield every time you put a heavy attack on, and that way you don't die and things die really, really fast because you have a 40% increase to that damage. But if you're talking full rotation, flame whips, all that kind of stuff, they are a very difficult class to play, yes. And stam DKs are also difficult until you get to grips with them. Everyone should throw that man some cake. He's been farming that set for ages, and I can't spell cake apparently because I've got the controller in my hand. Let's try again. I think they fixed the heavy attack blood first glitch. It's intermittent. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. What am I doing? Nothing. Baz, kick its ass. I don't think I can... Let me see. Need early drain. See if he needs that. If he does... Oh! Matt's got the beer. Tempers are pretty easy. Just spam. Not quite. Magnite Blades and Mag DK seem to be the hardest. Magnite Blades... they're not too bad. They're a bit tricky with if you're using the flame stuff because they get stuck sometimes. Mag DKs are definitely the hardest. Templars are not quite as simple as just spam, but yeah, they're probably the easiest of the three. Because they use a lot of class abilities. If you just spam, you are going to run out real fast. Nope, got it up. Okay. He's got elemental drain anyway. Right, we're 3.5 hours in. And not much is going on, so to stop you guys getting bored, I am going to call the stream off for the night. Use Mag DK as my main. Awesome. They're very hard to use, kind of. Thank you all very, very much for watching. I know it's been quite a quiet one this evening, but thank you all for watching. Thank you for everybody who donated. Huge appreciation for that. Throw some cake in the chat for everybody who's here, and beer if that's your preference instead, because as we confirmed the other night, beer is food. All of the links are in the description, including the donation pot, the Patreon page, the Facebook page, and of course the website xynodegaming.com. Also, I believe in the patch notes video I put up today, if you want to watch that and see what happened and the changes and all the stuff, there is a link for the patch notes in there as well. So go and take a look if you get some time. All the builds that you see inside the stream are already on the channel, except for the Warden. He's coming soon. Anyway, once again, thank you all very, very much, and good night.
God that the brothers on the rise now. Endless celebrations all in my house. Levitating now, I'm super duper fly now. London boy, but DC where I reside now. Put the time in while you always yelling time out. And for quit it, cause I know I'm coming with it. You were sitting, you were wishing I was handling my business. Now I got the ball like Harry Potter playing Quidditch. And my business is humongous, you would think that happens in there. Oh man, I'm all that, yeah, I'm all that. Working for that whip, yeah, that what you call that. I'ma blow up in the summer, have him yelling fall back. And I've always been ahead like an effing ball cap. Man, I came in the game like, whoa. Got a couple chains on me cause I like gold. They told me I'm the best and I told them I know. Cause when I'm in your town, every ticket I sold. Yeah, they saying I'm the man. Facts, bro. Facts, lot of haters. Tell me where they at though. I'm the new pop, all I do is rap though. Want me on your song, throw a couple stacks, yo. Woo! Everybody wanna do the same thing. Yup, that's why we ain't on the same page. Do my own thing, and I maintain. Flow like water, so I'm going mainstream. I'm going mainstream. Flow like water, so I'm going mainstream. Yeah, I'm going mainstream. Flow like water, so I'm going mainstream. I'm going mainstream. Mainstream. Flow like water, so I'm going mainstream. Yeah. I'm going mainstream. Damn. Flow like water, so I'm going mainstream. Flow like water, so I'm going mainstream.